In the cleanup spot, playing first base, number 25, Nolan Walker. Behind home plate, catching and batting fifth, number 22, Jake Gary. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 36, Edgar Harrell. The seventh spot in the batting order, the shortstop.
Well, fans, good
11,
evening and
Javier
welcome to
Ramirez.
tonight's contest between your Medicine
Batting
Hat
eighth,
Mavericks
playing
and the
center field,
Edmonton
number
Prospects.
17, Tanner
Who likes
Brownlee.
surprises? Because I got one
Running
for
the
you.
batting order for the Edmonton
My partner in
Prospects,
crime,
playing
Wayne
left field,
Slosher,
number
likes
six,
us so much
Pierce
that he
Lawal.
decided not to go on his vacation and join us here for another night. Wayne, thanks for being here. We're lucky to have you. And no vacation, or is this a vacation? Or none of the above? None of the above.
I'm happy to be here. Where I was planning on going was to Okotoks to watch the Canadian Women's National Invitational Tournament. And I'm glad I didn't go because they've been having rain there all day, and it doesn't look good for the weekend. So,
as you mentioned,
I just decided to stay here.
Yeah. Wayne, as you mentioned about that national tournament, a girl from Medicine Hat playing in that tournament. Who's that playing in there? Tell us a little bit about her.
Caitlin Ross. Caitlin Ross is from Redcliffe. She attends Notre Dame College in Wilcox, Saskatchewan. Plays on the Canadian National Women's Baseball team. Played in Vieira, Florida in the World Championships last year. Plays for Team Alberta. Also an outstanding hockey goalie and has accepted a scholarship to Mount Royal University for this upcoming
Hockey season. Yep.
Yeah, so she's a two-sport athlete. Catching and goaltender kind of go together.
Kind of go together a little bit.
They get the best view of the game from where both positions. So
no, you definitely get to enjoy it.
She plays American Legion Baseball with our 18 and under boys team here in the Montana State League. So she's an outstanding athlete, and I was excited to go and watch her play. But maybe at the World Championships next year, I'll go and watch.
Maybe the World Championships next year. Wayne, I think we all remember last time. Well, I mean, I guess we've talked about it, joked about it. You missed the game one, but you caught up with it since I bugged you ever since. An amazing series these guys played when they met just a few short weeks ago. The Mavericks have strung together 4 wins in a row heading into tonight's game. What do the Mavericks need to do to keep this game rolling, or this win streak rolling rather? And how important is this game as they're chasing the prospects? It's the message from me today from the coaching staff was, Wayne, it's an unofficial playoff game.
Yeah, this is a big game, no doubt. The difference between third and fifth place is only about a game and a half. And in my mind, the key to tonight's game is going to be the ability for the Mavericks to keep the team's speed in check for Edmonton. Edmonton have 81 stolen bases this year. So our pitchers have to keep the base runners off the bases with the free passes. And then when they do get on, they're going to have to hold them close. So it'll be the pitchers and Colton Wright to try to slow down the Edmonton running game.
And as you talked about, one of your keys to the game, the ever so important Colton Wright at the catching spot here. He's obviously found himself a home there, and he's not going to leave it anytime soon. We talk about it throughout the shows all the time in the broadcast. I'm sure tonight we will again. But Wayne, what does having the leadership presence of Colton Wright at the catching spot, what does that do for his pitcher and then the rest of the guys in the infield and outfield? What does Colton Wright bring to that?
Well, Colton's been struggling this year with his hitting. However, there's more ways you can help out a team, especially as a catcher, than just your hitting. Pitchers love pitching to him. He's got a good, strong arm behind the plate. He receives the ball well. And he's kind of a key guy, even though his batting average isn't there. He's still a key guy. He's a leader on the team.
You look at a little neat stat for, not to bring up bad history, jinxing any of that stuff. Edgar Harrell, a player on the Edmonton Prospects, 1 home run all year. It's a grand slam, but it came against us, Wayne.
Timing is everything.
Timing is everything. We're supposed to
Happy 4th of July to all of our American friends that are following.
Join Hannah Blackmere in the singing of O Canada and followed by
O Canada to follow. We'll be back with you in a second.
Singing the Star Spangled Banner. Thank you very much, ladies. Excellent job as always.
Ooh, goosebumps, Wayne. What a performance.
Great uniforms for the Mavericks tonight.
Awesome uniforms.
Red, white, and blue, honoring the United States.
July 4th. Doing the first pitch. So let's give
Wayne, all right. Social medias, I kind of gave it away today. Do you know how many Mavericks players are American on this team if you haven't been on social media?
I have no idea.
Take a guess for me.
How many players do we have on the team? I don't even know that.
28 at the moment.
28?
29.
I'll say 16 Americans.
19.
Well done,
19 Americans.
Good job there, Missy.
And an American making an impact this season, Austin Soika. Soika was injured in last night's game, as I tweeted out and let the crowd know. When I talked to him today, though, I said, "Are you hurt?" He goes, "Little bit." I go, "Are you okay, though?" "Yep." "Are you playing?" "Yeah." He's good to go. I expect a performance from him, and you know, he's a guy, he's a competitor, so I expect him to approach every game tonight and be his usual self.
Yeah, Austin's one of 3 Medicine Hat Mavericks that made the All-Star team. He's had a very good season so far. Has played multiple positions and has kind of slotted himself into the leadoff position in the batting order. So good for Austin.
Very exciting. When Jamon Cervantes pitches a complete game last night in Speedy Creek, awesome game, he did well. Brandon Ponticelli comes in for the Mavericks, a Los Angeles, California native. Another one of those 19 Americans. What does he need to do to have a similar performance tonight, aside from throw strikes? He's facing a few hitters tonight on the Edmonton prospects who are capable of hitting the ball pretty well.
Well, the key thing is pitch ahead. And if he pitches ahead, his defense will help him out. The defense has been much improved. And for Brandon, pitch ahead, make him hit the ball, and whatever happens after that happens.
Brendan Luther leading off here for the Edmonton Prospects.
AD 7039.
Luther among one of the higher batters consistently this season for the Edmonton Prospects. If memory serves, he did lead off for them in the last series on a few different occasions. So, Wayne, we haven't seen a lot of the Edmonton Prospects other than that one series, but obviously if they're putting him in the leadoff position, they obviously expect him to get on base and move around.
Well, to give you a comparison, I think we've got great team speed. We've got 45 stolen bases. Edmonton have 81. Luther rather is one of those guys. He's 6 for 6 in stolen bases, batting .324 on the season. This is the 11th game. Swings through the fastball. Count is 1-1 from Etobicoke, Ontario. Ball hit right back to Ponticelli. Good play. Flip over to Rodriguez at first.
And a quick one gone.
1 out.
Comebacker to Ponticelli.
Hard hit ball, but
the third baseman, number 4, Tyler Maskell.
We had a glove on. We're wearing a glove on the mound. Tyler Maskell batting from Hendersonville, Tennessee, batting .221. Fastball on the outside corner, called strike. Pitch is low and away. Evens the count at 1-1. Kind of a cool night here tonight.
It is, Wayne. It's we're expecting a little weather here, so we'll see how that goes and how that impacts the game.
That pitch is high, gets away from right, back to the screen. Count is 2-1. Yeah, we have our right field flag with the right field American flag blowing left to right, and our left field Canadian flag on the foul pole flying right to left.
East-northeast wind at about 19 kilometers, it says.
Okay, east-northeast wind at 19 kilometers. Ball 4. Timeout. My phone is ringing.
Maskell on with a walk, reaches the right fielder, number 49, Travis Hunt.
Talk about things ringing, though. This guy can absolutely bring it at the plate. He was very successful when the Edmonton Prospects had their series against the Mavericks. The right fielder, he's a big body. He kind of sprays the ball all over the place. He's in obviously a specific role or a specific spot in the lineup. He's a guy the Mavericks are going to have to pitch ahead on and pitch quickly to, I think.
Well, Hunt's got power and he's got speed.
Wild pitch.
And the wild pitch gets to the backstop. Maskill trots into second base.
Hey, fans, you see Jay down there? Jay, wave your hand, eh? It's his birthday today!
One thing Brandon can't do is worry about the base runners too much. He's got to hold them on the base as much as he can, but he can't get distracted and fall behind in the count.
That's right, Wayne.
Hunt from Moreno Valley, California. There was an earthquake there yesterday. Or today.
Or today? Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Just a little northeast of Los Angeles.
I didn't know that, actually.
6 point something on the Richter scale.
6.4.
Oh, we're thinking of people down there.
Shook homes as far as Las Vegas. But no one was hurt.
No one was hurt.
Last recall. There's pitch in for a strike, 2-1. As I mentioned, Hunt has power. He's got 4 home runs, 25 RBIs already this year. He's batting .376. 18 walks with 31 strikeouts. Here's the 2-1 pitch in on the hands. Good pitch by Ponticelli. Pitch that Hunt can only hit foul if he's going to hit it. Actually, the sun's supposed to come out by 8 o'clock this evening, so within an hour we should see some sun.
Just got to get through things here.
I think we should put the lights on. I can hardly see the field. Ground ball hit to Rodriguez at first. Fields it cleanly. Steps on the pillow. Second out.
Rodriguez does it himself there at first. 2 gone. Brings to the plate for the Prospects, the first baseman, number 25, Nolan Walker.
Maskill advances to third on the play. Nolan Walker, the cleanup hitter, coming to the plate, batting .231. Left-handed hitter from Meridian, Idaho. I got some trivia questions for you fans at home tonight.
And Kim Johnson. And Kim Johnson.
Ready.
First pitch in there for a called strike. Good start for Ponticelli. Keep pounding that strike zone.
Number 11 is going to be Javier.
Pitch
Heads
in
up.
on the hands. Ooh, that
Anybody
just
hurt there?
breezed
We're good.
over somebody's head.
If you are
Just
taking
over
the ball,
somebody's
you
head.
get some
Wow. That was a screamer. In on the hands. Good pitch. I like that pitch. 0-1 fastball in on the hands.
That's a pitch you
Tries
got to throw
fight
there.
it off. Yep. Good pitch. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Outside. Just barely. Count is 1-2. We'll see what Wright calls on this pitch. Looks like he's going outside. Pitch in on the hands. Slaps the ball, gets the
RBI
barrel out in
single.
front. Slaps it
single
into
for
right
Walker.
field. RBI single.
Going to bring to the plate the catcher, number 22, Jake Gary.
Sorry, which one did you say?
And the Prospects get one here off an RBI single from Walker.
Javier Ramirez.
A good hit that'll bring in Jake Geary. Geary, we were talking about before the show. He's a good ball player. He's hitting around 320 right now. He's capable.
Yeah, I remember him from our first visit here. That pitch is in for a called strike. Pitch get way outside again. Wild pitch. Runner advances to second. That's 2 wild pitches. Both have advanced runners.
And Colton Wright's going out there to calm him down. That's what you expect from Colton. And well, no reason to panic, but I mean, 2 wild pitches here thrown in this inning. I think you gotta relax, I guess, if anything.
Well,
right?
Ponticelli is leading the team with 9 wild pitches so far this year, and that's in only 6 games. So he's averaging he's averaging 1.5 wild pitches per game. That hurts your defense.
Yeah, it does.
It advances that runner, puts him into scoring position. Both he and Maskill were put into scoring position. A fly ball out into right field. That's going to fall for a single. Another run comes around to score. These pass balls have killed us.
A single for Gary brings to the plate the designated hitter number 36, Edgar Harrell.
Harrell from Sumner, Washington, batting .220. Gary on first base is 5 for 6 in stolen bases.
Do we have hot chocolate for sale today, maybe?
Not going anywhere. Pitch lined through the hole on the right side for a single. Runners advance to first and second.
What's my hit total supposed to be for yes?
Wayne,
Time is called. Pitching coach Jared Lipke walking out to the mound.
and Wayne, it's not been a good start.
Well, Ponticelli isn't fooling the hitters.
No.
Everything I've seen so far has been hard. It's either a hard slider or a hard fastball. And that's fine if you're hitting your spots, but if you're getting too much of the plate, you're going to get hit.
You're going to get hit, that's right.
And it doesn't matter how hard you throw the radar gun or anything. If you're that doesn't help you.
No, it sure doesn't.
Sun City Ford, home of quality products and quality people.
But 1 pitch and he's out of this inning. Limit the damage. Javier Ramirez coming to the plate from Coagas, Puerto Rico, batting .258.
Now batting for the Edmonton Prospects. Tonight's Bunch of Blinds beer batter, their shortstop number 11, Javier Ramirez. He strikes out this at bat or any at bats. $1 a beer for the next 10 minutes. Bunch of Blinds, styling service for every budget. Bunch of Blinds beer batter.
First pitch, fouled away. That looked like a slider on the outer half. Ramirez just gets a piece of it off the end of the bat. Fastball in on the hands. Ramirez fouls it away over the right field fence.
What?
Not the home run fence, of course, but where the batting cages are. Here's the 0-2 pitch, high. Count is 1-2. Come on, throw a good off-speed pitch here. Curveball in the dirt.
Ooh.
Fastball misses up and away. Count is 2-2. Looks like every pitch is the same speed, though.
It does. I've got the radar gun up here right now, Wayne, in the background here, and we're seeing around 83.
Yeah. Fastball low and away, full count. Runners will be off with a pitch. Infielders will be going across to first base. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Coming in to make the play over to Rodriguez on first in time. for the third out.
Prospect strike early here, getting 2 runs on 3 hits.
And Wayne,
Play by Garcia.
and a good play by Garcia, just what I was going to touch on. And a guy who's now, you know, we talked about Garcia with his injury there the last little bit, Wayne. He played last night, he's playing tonight. He looks fresh, he's good to go. I think he's played good ball up to this point, but I think his best ball is still ahead of him.
Paying attention to
like he's been getting better every game, it seems to me. I mean, I joined late, but I like the batting lineup for the Mavericks right now, and Austin does a great job as a leadoff hitter. So, first trivia question
Here we go.
to everyone.
So, Janessa, what am I doing the cheer fusion?
How old is the United States? Today's the 4th of July. It's the anniversary of the United States' birth. And the second part of the question is, where was the Constitution signed for the United States of America when it was first formed a country? What city was the Constitution signed?
The
What
fans
city was the
get
Constitution signed in?
the
So-
fans get until they get 5 minutes to answer, and then Guy Lanigan says, "I know both the answers." All you teachers up here, can we make some more fair questions for
Well, I've
Generation
got a
X's
tougher
like
one.
me?
I've got a tough. Well, you should know your history. Come on, the United States is our only neighbor.
Russia.
Besides Greenland.
And Russia.
Greenland.
Mother Russia.
And Mr. Guy Lanigan, do you know the name of the building that the Constitution was signed in?
No. But I watched. This is funny. I watched the movie National Treasure, and it has Cusack in it as the actor, and it's signed in Philadelphia.
Ah, well, we're going to be at odds on that one.
Well, that's
I'm saying, when was it?
the Liberty Bell.
Where was it drawn up?
Well, Liberty Bell though. The Liberty Bell is in Philadelphia,
Right.
right? And I thought that's where they said that they signed the Constitution in the in that building where the Liberty Bell was housed during the time when there were 13 colonies.
But it wasn't drawn up there. The
No,
question
it
was,
was-
where was the
Oh, I
Constitution
thought you said
drawn up?
sign. Oh, okay.
No, I didn't.
Gotcha,
I didn't
gotcha.
say anything about sign. Where was it drawn up?
Starting off for the Mavericks, the left fielder, number 30, Austin Soika. That was drawn up on, I thought, Lincoln's farm.
Well, Abe Lincoln wasn't even born when the Constitution was signed. Remember, it was George Washington. Yeah.
But it was drawn up, and I thought, at a farm.
Austin Soika batting .359, 4 home runs. Huntington Beach, California native.
Ball one called?
Yep. That pitch is inside. Count is 2-0. I like the uniform tops. I like the red, white, and blue. I think
Those are flashy. Those look
manager
good.
Morrison did a great job. Count away. Count is 3-0. Left-handed pitcher Matt Erickson. This is his 9th game. Has an ERA of 5.57 coming into this game. A 1-2 one-loss record. Pitch outside. Sorry, the count is 3-1. Can't see the umpire's fingers. 3-1 is the count. Thought the first pitch was a ball.
So did I.
My mistake, sorry. Fly ball into right field. Ball is carrying, but the right fielder is over there and makes the catch. The first out.
That'll do it for Austin Soika. Little pitching stats for you here. Matthew Erickson. Wayne, if memory serves, Matthew Erickson
Shortstop, number 5.
was not a part of the
TJ
Edmonton Prospects. I will get that confirmed, or somebody please write in and let us know. For sure he didn't pitch against us. Tell us a little bit about Matthew Erickson.
Well, this is his 9th game he's appeared in, so he's been with him for a good part of the season anyway. This is his 4th start of the year. He's a strikeout pitcher. He's only walked 11 and struck out 25. So he's one of their top pitchers. Count is 2-0 to PJ Garcia, batting .417 from Mesa, Arizona. Goes to school in Oklahoma. Hasn't struck out yet this year in limited games. He's only been with the Mavericks for about a week.
But he's made an instant impact.
There's a walk.
Garcia on with a walk. Brings to the plate the third baseman, number 31, Taylor Wright.
From one newcomer to another, Taylor Wright coming in. Taylor Wright, the BC native, former PBL player, all that good stuff. Taylor Wright, I think if he would have been here longer and kept up this momentum, I think he would have found himself in competition for an all-star selection, because I've certainly loved him, Wayne, and so have you.
Yeah, I have. I think he's a real good one. Coaches are high on him. Runs well, feels well, has a good presence at the plate. University of Maryland baseball player, batting .333. Garcia has a good lead at first base. Oh, thought about going on that ball that was dropped by the catcher, but didn't get away far enough. Count is 1-1.
The gun's right here.
Big hole between first and second with Garcia on first base. Garcia getting a good lead. Not going. Pitch outside. Count is 2-1. Infielder's looking for a ground play ball, but Wright runs well. He'll be tough to double up. Pitch is low. Count is 3-1. I think Garcia's doing a good job of distracting.
I think he is too, Wayne. That's actually the point I was just going to make. I think Erickson looks, I was going to say conflicted, but distracted is a good word too. That both works. I guess there's a sense of head games in baseball, and it's a mental game as much as it is a physical sport.
Well, it's a game of chess. Check, checkmate, check, checkmate. Here's a 3-1 count. Garcia not going. Pitch is high. Ball 4. Good at bat by Wright.
Got back-to-back walks.
It's 2 walks in a row.
Back-to-back walks. Brings to the plate for the Mavericks. The first baseman, number 20, Sal Rodriguez.
For a strikeout pitcher, as Erickson has a over 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, he's walked number 2 and 3 hitters. Sal Rodriguez coming to the plate, batting .269. He's got good power. Leads the team in being hit by pitches. He's been hit 7 times this year. First pitch in there for a strike. Crystal Lake, Illinois native.
Sal likes to lean into those curveballs that are coming in on him.
Yeah, those soft change-ups.
The soft ones.
The soft change-ups and curveballs.
He sure doesn't mind.
Good lead by Garcia at second base. Oh, a late called strike. Hesitation by the umpire, but count is 0-2. Rodriguez not phased by the call at all. Steps back in there. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Outside. Count is 1-2. Good take by Rodriguez. Erickson trying to expand the strike zone. Rodriguez staying within it. Ooh. Pitch that catches the outside corner. Rodriguez not happy with that call.
2 gone for the Mavericks.
Good
Brings to
pitch
the
by
plate the second
Erickson.
baseman, number 9, Nolan Ratai.
Trying to expand the zone. First pitch was a little outside. This one came back. Likely caught the outside part of the plate. Ratai coming to the plate. Nolan Ratai, second baseman.
And Wayne, more important, An all-star selection and a well-deserved one at that for Nolan Radai. He's, I think that was the easiest one to pick, if anybody.
He's, I think, 5th in the league in batting right now. There was a pitch way outside.
Gettysburg.
We have an answer from Tracy Wright.
Gettysburg, you're talking about Civil War, buddy. We're talking about the...
Oh, no, I'm just throwing you.
Wayne, we've got Pennsylvania State House, 1787.
That's probably me.
So how old and where is the Pennsylvania State House? Where was... Is that where the Constitution was signed, or where was it drawn up?
10-4.
Well, Wayne, I'm not sure the person typing that either writes in, because Tracy writes in, "Thank you, Google." So we're cheating, Wayne. People are cheating on your trivia now. The credibility's out the door.
Well, the United States seceded from England. There's Garcia off on the throw, slides in, stolen base at third.
Good speed from PJ Garcia.
Good jump there. Count is 3-0 to Nolan Radai. So, Tracy, how old is the United States? Or did you Google that one too?
1867. No.
Called strike here as the trivia is heating up tonight, and it's... Wayne, I'm going to be looking to make a graphic this week for
PJ Garcia.
your trivia things. So the crowd's going to... We're going to miss you when you really go away.
3-1 pitch. Radai flares it to right field, in for a single.
Or double.
Garcia easily scores. Radai heading for second, and he makes it.
Double.
RBI double by Nolan Radai. Taylor Wright on third base.
2020 Vision Balls coming your way. Mavericks get the first score here.
Great piece of hitting by Nolan Radai. That inside-out swing.
And Wayne, he's adds to his totals. An all-star hit from an all-star player.
Yeah, he's one of those players at the end of the game. You kind of think that he didn't do much until you look at the score box and you look at the defense and the putouts and the assists and the base running. He's just a good all-around player, Nolan Radai.
As Coach Tom Vasella told me today, Wayne, when we talked, he's just good at everything. He does everything.
He does, yeah. Colton Wright coming to the plate. Great opportunity for Colton. A couple of ducks on the pond out there. Pitch high and away. Colton swings through it. Two away. Colton, got to earn your paycheck right here, buddy. We need you to get on base. A hit preferably, but anyway
we can, we'll take him.
Pitch is low and outside, 1-1.
Not really holding Ratai, are they? So he's got a big jump on second.
Yeah, he should be able to score on a single, but he's got to get I would say, an even larger jump.
Yeah.
But you don't want to get thrown behind by the catcher
No,
either.
that's right.
And
You
be
don't want
the
to lose
third
that
out.
option, yeah.
Well, we've made Erickson work this inning. He's thrown a lot of pitches. It's been a good inning for our hitters. We've cut the score in half. A 1-1 pitch. Oh, Colton just missed it right on that fastball. Fouls it straight back. Colton gesturing to remember to stay back. He's trying to go to right field. Last couple of games, he's been doing a good job. Last night, I watched the game in Swift Current. Hitting the ball to the right side.
Yeah, that's right.
Especially when you're behind in the count, you got to wait that split second longer.
Heads up.
And when he's
And Wright did just that.
He did just that.
Just waited a split second
He's
longer.
such an effortless batter, and so many. He makes it look so easy. It's so casual. And because it's almost hard to explain. It's so effortless. It's so smooth for him. When you're struggling like that, do you have to maybe put a little more intensity into your swing, or do you think you have to keep doing what you've been doing your whole life and the way you approach and the way you swing?
Well, you want to make some adjustments, but you don't want to make big adjustments. He has good at-bats. His batting average doesn't show quality at-bats. That pitch is inside. I'm sure if we checked with the coaches about quality at-bats, I think Colton would be right up there in the top 3 to 5 hitters.
I would agree. I would agree with that.
Count is 2-2. Catcher setting up outside. Here's the pitch. Right fouls it off. Oh, good catch in the dugout. Oh, he didn't catch it. Good try by one of the prospects players. Good at bat here by Colton Wright.
It's a good inning overall by the Mavericks. They're really forced Erickson to, like you said, work.
Here's the pitch. Gets a little bit out front on that pitch to the shortstop. Over to first base. Wright hustling down the line, but not in
the
time.
Mavericks get one back here in the bottom of the first inning. Chipped into that prospects lead 2-1. Hey, fans, take a look at what's going on down at field level. And we got the cheer fusion team down there, cheerleading team. Looks like they're almost ready to go here, ladies. You're ready to give me the thumbs up. That's my cue.
So far in this game, there's been 3 walks. 2 of them have scored.
2. Well, Wayne, how many times have we talked about that stat? The walked batters that end up being runs. You just go, Wayne, it's got to stop.
Yeah. Well, both teams are trying to stop it. It's just one of those, that's part of baseball. Okay, so trivia question. Here's my recollection. The United States is 246 years old. The Constitution was signed in 1776. But the 13 colonies seceded from England
Second inning brought to you by Crystal Nets Insurance Agency.
a couple of years early, and the Constitution was written up, not in the final form, but it was written up in Boston, Massachusetts, because of the Boston Tea Party.
Okay.
And the invasion, Paul Revere, etc. And it was written up by one of the writers was Samuel Adams, Samuel Adams beer maker, in Faneuil Hall. Faneuil Hall is now a Faneuil Marketplace in Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay. Not too shabby.
So happy birthday, happy 246th birthday to all of our American cousins and neighbors. Tanner Roundy leading off from Henderson, Nevada, batting 191. He can run. He's prone to the strikeout. Ooh, that pitch is just outside, looked like a slider. Count is 2-1. Oh, foul straight back. Good pitch by Ponticelli.
Ponticelli throwing
Good swing put on it by
very
Roundy.
good, very good. Ponticelli throwing right around that 80 range tonight. That's about where I'd put his throws, just visually looking at them, Wayne. And for him, you talked about and it's a quick hit
slider
there,
on the
gets away.
outside part of the corner. Rat Eye comes in, gathers it over to first. Rodriguez in time, 4-3.
Roundy gone on a 4-3 ground out. Races up late in the bottom of the order now.
Good slider on the outer half of the
That was a
plate
good
by
pitch. I like that
Ponticelli.
pitch. And
First pitch fouled off.
Pierce Blahowick taking a second here. Nice pitch to Selly. Umpire takes a second, but count is 1-2. Blahowick really taking his time. Hitting around that 260 range right now for the Edmonton prospects. He's got a lot of at-bats. He's in their regular lineup. Fouled off.
Number 9 hitter. Batting .269. Oh, Ponticelli slipped on the mound, fell down when he released that pitch. Pitch got away from him and hits Blahowick in the back.
Top of the order now for the Edmonton prospects, the second baseman, number 16, Brandon Luther.
Luther grounded back to the pitcher his first at-bat, 1-3 putout. That was in the first inning, of course. Batting .324 coming into this game. Blahowick can fly. He's got 13 stolen bases so far this year, 13 for 15.
Fairly successful.
Only been caught twice, yes.
And wait, I think the Mavericks are going to be looking for that double play ball here.
Well, Luther can run too, so it'll be tough. But you get a hard hit ground ball, you can turn it.
Garcia over at that shortstop area, he's got the potential to do that for sure.
A little tougher with a left-handed hitter.
It is. It can be. It can be.
Step or so closer to first base. Good lead by the runner at first base. Not going. Wright comes up, faking a throw back behind the runner. Drops the ball. Count is 1-2. Another good lead over by Blahowick at first. Pitch fouled off into the Mavericks bullpen.
And Wayne, like you talked about, I think you're seeing it here. Luther's a good hitter. He doesn't go down easy.
Yeah, he's battling in there. He's fighting everything off. I think the runner on first base is going. There he is! Going right, throw down to second base. Not in time. Great jump by Blahowick. Stolen base. You could just see him edging off, getting his timing with Ponticelli.
And Wright did his best, but
yeah, he stole that on the pitcher, not
that's
on
right.
on.
No, he
Wright.
definitely stole that on Ponticelli. No question about that.
Count is 2-2. Time is called. Inside move by Ponticelli, trying to hold the runner at second base close. There was no pickoff play on. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Inside, just about hits Luther. Count is full. I think Edmonton are a team that doesn't play station to station.
No, they don't.
They're going to put guys in motion when they can. Chopper, high chopper, back to the pitcher. Ponticelli over to first base. Good play by Ponticelli.
Good point, Wayne. Good patience, not to panic there and make the simple play.
Ponticelli making a good play there, getting the runner out at first.
1-3 for the second out. Runner advances to third.
Before Tyler Mascal.
I wasn't sure whether Pondicelli would have enough time to underhand flip it, but he took his time, made a good pitch to Rodriguez.
Oh, you're well said. That'll bring to the plate Tyler Maskell. Maskell hitting about 220 this year. Wait, is there anything that stands out to him about you?
No, nothing stands out right now except he can run a little bit. He's batting .221. He walked his first at bat. Swings through that pitch, count as 1-1. Two away, runner on third. The pitch way inside, just about hits Maskell. Maskell from Tennessee, Hendersonville. Yes, he did. Pitch on the outer half. Called strike. Evens the count. 2-2 pitch. Fastball fouls it off on the right side. Giving chase is the right fielder, but won't be able to make a play on it.
Batting cages will get a hold of that.
Yeah, the wind is blowing in that direction a little bit, so no chance. Count remains 2-2. Pitch low and away. Full count. This is what we want to stay away from is the full counts.
It's the full counts. Yeah. That's where we seem to go south. That's right.
Full count pitch. Inside. Foul. I'm surprised Edmonton aren't asking if that hit him, but obviously it went off the bat. Looked like he tried to check swing on
that
it.
Kind of was
fouled it.
Yeah, that was
going off Colton right there too. I think Colton was holding his arm there for a bit too.
That looks like that.
Yeah,
friendly fire.
Yeah, he might have got a 2-for-1 package deal with that hit by pitch or foul tip or whatever.
Wayne, Tyler Maskell from Hendersonville, Tennessee. What do you know about the Tennessee area? That's one area we haven't covered yet this year.
Beautiful area. I've been to Knoxville. I've been to Chattanooga. Chattanooga is absolutely beautiful. High pitch, swinging strike, 3 away.
Prospects leave man stranded in the top of the second inning.
I've also been to Memphis.
Memphis, Tennessee, yeah.
Been to Nashville. Been to the Ryman Auditorium.
What is Nashville
Grand
like?
Ole
What is
Opry.
Holy cow, you've really covered. What is Nashville like? I gotta know that because I've heard of the music city and the culture there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city.
Nothing really quite like it is what I've been told.
Yeah, it's
One of its
just
own.
got a culture all of its own there. Yes, yeah. So many bars and taverns. Big steamboat on the lake right in the middle of the city. You can get steamboat rides.
The official car wash of the Mavericks, so you can claim that.
Beautiful, beautiful area.
Again, license plate number A.
But I was really impressed with Chattanooga. I would go back there in a heartbeat.
Wayne, we're gonna see John Valesco draw in here as the DH. We haven't seen Valesco play in a little while. He's been banged up with an injury, and talked to him. He's just been wanting to get an opportunity to get back in the lineup, and with the Mavericks being down 2-1 here, I think a good way to impress his coaching staff is just find a way to get on base and work from there, because it's hard coming back after injury. You know, people don't talk about it very much, but you know, baseball players, they're so routine and they have a rhythm and they have a way they like to do things. When you break that rhythm, that routine of them batting every day, it's hard to come back and just get right back into it again.
Well, the other thing is that the lineup has been doing so well. They're on a 4-game winning streak without John in the lineup, so he's going to have to earn his way back into the lineup here. And one way to do that is get some hits.
Starting off for the Mavericks, it's the 79 hitters. Here's number 22, John Valesco.
Valesco from Pittsburgh, California, batting .293, 4 home runs. He's got some pop in the bat, 14 RBIs. As you had mentioned, Ryder, he's been injured. Hasn't played in about a week, I think.
I think that's right. Wait, maybe even a little longer. I'm not sure.
I haven't seen him in the lineup for quite a while.
Because they're the oldest.
1-0 pitch, fouled. And it'll take John a little while to get back into game action. It's not easy when you haven't been playing for a certain amount of time, and all of a sudden the game seems a little quicker until you can catch up to it.
That's right.
And with his strength being his hitting, timing is everything. That pitch is in there, called strike.
Let's go hitting 293 though, Wayne, up to this point. It's the number that was higher. It's came back down. I think he's a little bit of a better hitter than the numbers do tell.
That pitch fouls off to the right side. Right fielder giving chase and makes the catch right up against the fence on the warning track. Well, not right up against the fence, but a step or two from the warning track.
Wayne, and we talk about the speed of the outfielders for the Mavericks, but Travis Hunt over there, guy that I actually just remembered awoken something in me there.
Fielder number 29.
He can fly.
He can fly. Travis Hunt, he's a good ball player. He does a lot of good things well from Reno Valley, California.
He's not batting in the number 3 hole
for no reason.
Because he's not a good hitter. Russell Strilchuk coming to the plate from Calgary, Alberta, batting .318 on the season. Russell had injured his knee about a week or so ago. Sat out a few games, but is healthy now. Hits a ball hard hit to the third baseman, makes a great backhanded play over to first for the second out. Great play by the third baseman. Again, Strilchuk is so hard to defend against because he sprays the ball all over the place.
2 gone now for the Mavericks. Brings to the late to center fielder. Number 7, Freddie Walker.
Freddie Walker has exceptional speed from El Cajon, California, batting .242. Pitch in the dirt. Count is 1-1. Got another trivia question for you folks up here and at home. After this inning is over, this one's an easy one. It's about baseball.
Hopefully I have a chance.
It's a very simple question.
I was just say, hopefully I have a chance on this one.
Yeah, it's a very simple question. It's not a 2-parter or anything like that.
No, I'm not ready for those.
Kim Johnson will get this one right off the bat. I know that. Or Lanny.
Maybe we
Count is 1-2. In on the hands, fights it off. Count remains 1-2. It's about Major League Baseball.
Okay. I might be able to answer that. Might not, though. No one.
Thank you.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. High and away. Count is 2-2. Infield playing deep. Anything to the side of the infielders, they're going to have to make a quick play to get Freddie at first. There's a ground ball hit right at the second baseman. Doesn't have to move far. Over to first for the third out.
Mavericks go in order here in the bottom of the second inning. They get nothing. Still trail the Prospects by 1-2-1 after 2 complete.
And Wayne, let's hear it.
Okay,
We've all been waiting for it.
here's the skill testing question. Which team in Major League Baseball has never had a no-hitter thrown for them? Not against them, but for them.
Minnesota.
Which team in Major League Baseball has never had a pitcher throw a no-hitter?
Well, Dave Steve did it for Toronto.
Yep. Kim Johnson thinks it's Minnesota. You don't think Jack Morris ever threw a no-hitter?
Not for Minnesota, he didn't. He did for Detroit.
Okay. Well, my friends, it's not Minnesota.
So you want to narrow it down? Is it East Coast or West Coast?
Yeah, American League or National?
Yeah, let's do that way.
Come on, folks. Okay, you get 3 questions. Okay, 3 questions. What are your 3 questions? Kim, you get 1 question.
Hey, we'd like to welcome Ron Wilson and friends to the Medicine Brew Company dugout deck. And again, thanks
We got
to the
Kim,
Medicine Brew Company
Guy
for
Lanigan,
sponsoring
and
the
Ryder up here.
2019
So
season.
they're each going to get 1 question. And Cam,
Is it American League?
no, not American League.
Okay.
Okay,
Now we gotta
Guy
rip off.
Lanigan. Actually, 4 questions. We got Cameron, our scorekeeper, up here. Cameron, what's your question?
This is the 3, 4, 5 hitters due up
Oh,
for
he's taking a
Edmonton
pass.
Boston,
He's
starting
putting an
off.
anchor on this
The right
team.
fielder, number 49, Travis Hunt.
He's
Wayne
a
will-
California team.
No, you only get 1 question.
Is it a California team?
Well, is it? Who's asking?
Ryder.
That's your only question then?
Yes.
Yes, it's a California team. Travis Hunt batting.
And to no surprise,
Grounded out to the first
They
baseman
wear
his first
yellow
at bat.
and brown.
No, I think Oakland Athletics got it. Could be San Diego Padres. Could be the Padres.
It's Guy Lanigan's question. Anybody from home? We need our viewers from home.
they're quiet tonight, Wayne. We got a tired
Count
group.
is 2-0.
A tired group back home here on the feed tonight.
If
We,
I were to guess,
Hunt
between the
is
two
from
San-
Reno
San-
Valley.
San teams, my guess would be the Padres.
San Diego Padres.
Batting 376.
Oh,
Ball
and
bounces. That's about a 55-footer, that one. Count is 3-0. Anyone at home?
So Wayne, I'm thinking the Padres.
I agree.
San Diego.
we'll give the crowd a minute.
I don't want to break your hearts, guys. There's ball 4.
You're gonna break my heart.
Tough guy to walk. He's got 15 stolen bases so far.
Nolan Walker.
Guys had his heart broken many times.
I have. I've been crushed. Crushed. It's not how many times your heart gets broken and how many times you can pick up the pieces and glue them back together.
Guy Lanigan, motivational speaker.
Nolan
That
Walker
doesn't
had an
help. That
RBI
doesn't
single
help.
to right field his first at bat. Maskell had walked, advanced to second on the wild pitch, came around to score on the RBI single. Walker from Meridian, Idaho, batting 231.
Actually, LA Dodgers.
Hunt doesn't have a big lead at first, but there's another wild pitch.
That'll make it
and
easy for
Hunt
Travis
gets
Hunt.
down to
He'll
second base.
When you think about,
easily get there.
The Dodgers are a historic team. I can't imagine.
well, and see, I'm thinking Venezuela, right? Like he was, like there's some big.
Well, he was a reliever though, wasn't he?
No, he was a starter.
Was he a starter?
Yeah.
Fernando. It's probably watch this. It's probably going to be the Dodgers. Wayne, it's the Dodgers, isn't it? It's the Dodgers.
Here's the 1-0 count out
Called
on the
strike.
corner. Called strike.
Just got a hold
1-1.
of the corner there, Wayne.
Yeah.
I believe. Barely.
That was that half a ball on the corner.
It is. Ponticelli's having difficulty right now.
There's an off-speed pitch. Swings through it. Count is 1-2. Little action stirring in the Mavericks bullpen. This is a big game for the Mavericks.
As we talked about, Wayne, it's essentially a playoff game in
Yeah.
many different ways. It's an unofficial playoff game.
Oh, a little flare out into left field, but Soika gets underneath it in time, throws behind Hunt at second base, not in time. Good catch by Soika.
Left field to make a catch.
Soika showing good speed there, Wayne. Knee looking okay on that specific play. And, Soika, I've, talked to some people, checked my, went around, and they don't like Soika just for what he can do batting, Wayne. They like how he can play. You can put him at the third base spot. He wasn't just picked because he can bat the ball.
No, I think he'll play every position this year. He may not pitch, he may not catch, but all the other 7 positions he can play. That was a good piece of hitting by Walker. Just threw the bat at the ball. Just about got in for a single. Check call on that. Umpire at first base said he didn't go. This is Jake Geary. He had an RBI single to right field his first at bat.
Geary batting around
Buckley,
320.
Washington.
Batting around 320, Wayne. He's a
Batting
threat.
320, yep. 22 RBIs.
Ponticelli turns around there and nobody there.
That's just one of those plays where the pitcher does on his own because Hunt can run. You want to keep him close. You don't necessarily need to have the pickoff play on. There's a ground ball to the right side. Rat-eye over to field it, over to first base in time.
Here he goes down.
Runner advances to third.
Runner to third, 2 gone. Brings to the plate the designated hitter, number 36, Edgar Harrell.
Even if you don't pick the runner off on second when you do that spin move, or if you have a pick-off play at second, what
It
you
still
want to
sends
do
a
is,
message?
well, you want to hold him a step closer, so on a single, he might get thrown out by a half a step or a step at home plate.
Yeah.
So you may not get him, you may not pick him off, but you want to hold him closer.
The game of chess that you talk about.
Yep. First pitch in for a called strike to Edgar Harrell, the DH. He singled his first at bat between the hole on the right side. Pitch called strike 2, 0-2. Harrell from Sumner, Washington. As you had mentioned, Ryder, he's got one home run this year, and it was a grand slam against the Mavericks.
That came in game 2 of the series.
I remember him hitting it. I just thought he'd have more than that. Count is 1-2. Ponticelli looking for the third out here. Flare ball into right field, perfectly placed is Strelchuk. They had him pulled over to the foul line and in. And that's where he hits it.
Still have a 2-1 lead. Mavericks 2 up here in the bottom of the
And Wayne, it's it's a game of inches out there. Right? You see Strelchuk. He gets into the right spot. He moves in a little bit closer. Is there in Strelchuk's position out there? How do you read that? How do you read where that's from? Because you see the way Harrell, obviously, when he hit his grand slam, it was more over to the center field side. You know, these guys review, they talk about things. In the outfield, how do you prepare for that, or do you just play it as it lies?
That's the coach's job. The coach's job set up the outfielders, and the fielders will talk to each other about what the scouting report is on a certain hitter, and obviously they expected him to hit it not deep to the right side. If you looked at left and center field, they were deeper, but the right fielder was playing shallow and towards the line, and that's where he hit it. So the answer is, what team has never had a no-hitter? The San Diego Padres.
I believe Guy Lanigan was right on
Well, after he changed his mind, he said the Dodgers.
Wow.
So?
I would think that with Fernando Valenzuela there. And
Sandy Koufax.
Yeah, Koufax.
Come on. You got to believe it.
Which pitcher was it?
No, they never have a pitcher. They've never had a pitcher throw no hit.
Top of the order for the Mavericks brings to the plate the left fielder number 30, Austin Soika.
Soika batting .359. Picked to play in the All-Star game in Edmonton, which will be played in a week or so. Flew out to the right fielder, his first at-bat.
On the 7th they played.
Called strike here on Soika. I believe the game is on the 7th. That's right.
7th, that's this weekend.
Yeah,
That'll be this Sunday.
Curveball doesn't break, gets away from Erickson. Count is 1-1. We need to have a good inning here again, get the momentum back. Right now it's in a lull. Soika swings at the high fastball. Count is 1-2. Soika a little upset with himself at that. That pitch looks so good coming in at shoulder height. And you think you can hit it, but you just can't catch up to him. Fastball hit over second base and takes a bad hop. Ball came up on the second baseman at the last second.
A bad bounce, Wayne, for the second baseman.
Brings to the plate.
Yep.
Number 5.
Good piece of hit with 2 strikes. Soika just put the bat on the ball, hit it hard. Second baseman had to go quite a ways to his right to field it, try to get in front of it. The last second it took a bad hop. Garcia walked his first at bat, came around to score. He also stole third. Oh, tries to put down a bunt. Oh, throw behind Soika
Just
at
about.
first base.
That was a ball.
Wait, that was a close call.
That's a strike. Called strike on the attempted bunt.
A little miscommunicated there, I think.
Well, Soika has to make sure the ball is down on the ground before he runs.
That's the only thing there. That's what Soika missed.
Pitch low and away. Count as 1-1. So we got our leadoff hitter on, top of the order. This is where the people that are batting at the top of the order earn their paychecks. Pitch low and inside. Count is 2-1. As I mentioned earlier, Garcia has not struck out yet this year. He puts the bat on the ball, puts it in play, and he can run.
Delivery.
Here's the 2-1 pitch.
I think we should change the name of
Low
that.
and away.
Yes, it's just 3 out.
Count is 3-1. Vasella giving the signals from the
I
dugout.
think we should change the name to that name.
Yeehaw.
Garcia will have the green light on anything close here, or anything in his favor. That pitch was up and away. Good take. He wouldn't be swinging at anything close. I stand corrected. It would have to be a pitch in his wheelhouse. Full count. Soika at first base. Not going. Pitch is low and away. Ball 4. Runners on first and second. Nobody out.
Garcia draws the walk.
Wayne, that's a good position for the Mavericks to be in here.
Oh yeah.
There's tell me the percentages, please, of scoring with no outs.
Runner on second base. 67%.
Bingo.
That means you're not going to score 1/3 of the time.
Let's
with
hope
nobody out and a runner on second.
Let's hope it's not this time, Wayne.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
The odds are in our favor. 2-1 are
Casino
the
has
odds.
also told me that too. The odds.
2-1 are the odds of us scoring. Place your bets, folks. Taylor right up at the plate, squares to bunt, takes a pitch right down the middle. I think this is a great opportunity to push the ball to the third baseman here. Third baseman is playing back. He didn't even attempt to come in on that bunt. He went straight to his base. Wright can run well. If he can put it down to the third baseman, he's going to have a base hit bunt. Base a single. Pitch inside. Count is 1-1. I hope they bunt here.
That's what you're looking for. You're hoping so.
I think we can have the bases loaded here. Wright runs well. Slider on the outside part of the plate.
Matthew
If
Erickson,
you were gonna bunt, that was a pitch you wanted to bunt, the pitch away from you. But obviously he's not bunting. Count is 1-2. Good speed on the base pass. Attempted fake at first base. Hanging curve. Ball right pops it into center field. Center fielder underneath it makes the catch. Wasted effort there to advance the runners.
And when you talked about it, the pitch where the bunt opportunity was, it came the pitch before, and Taylor Wright he didn't capitalize on it. Simple story.
Well, the coaches didn't put the bunt on. I think they put the bunt on the first play, or either that or Taylor looked to bunt on his own, but obviously the bunt play wasn't on because he never squared after that. Sal Rodriguez batting, struck out his first at bat, called looking on a fastball on the outer corner. Pickoff play at second base. Oh,
It's a block.
Wayne, was that a balk?
I think Rodriguez called time.
I thought Austin Soika saw something there on his foot.
Well, the umpire put his hand up and pointed to the batter.
Oh, okay.
He pointed to the batter, so. Fastball, Rodriguez is late on it. Fouls it over the first base.
And Wayne, we talked about it before the game. Sal Rodriguez, a wonderful teammate, wonderful guy, but for Rodriguez to stay in that fourth spot, he's going to have to start having a little bit more success, and you hope for it. You're hoping for him. Like I said, it's a great team guy, great person, but the numbers are going to have to come up eventually.
Yeah, he's been struggling a little bit. He's a veteran. He knows it. He and Colton Wright know what their batting averages are, but batting averages aren't everything.
It's the quality hits.
Yeah, it's quality at bats, and but Rodriguez. I mean, for our team to be successful, Rodriguez and Wright, Colton that is, they're going to have to start producing more. Colton has more value because he works with the pitchers, and you need a solid catcher. There's a curveball in on the hands, off to the right side. Catcher giving chase, but it's into the first row in the stands on the right side.
Rodriguez having a not bad at bat here. He's fouled off on all 3 pitches.
Well, his first pitch, he missed a fastball right down the middle, fouled it to the right side, but give Erickson credit.
He's a good,
he had a little zip on that pitch. Runners on first and second. We need a gap here, Sal. Get yourself down to second base. Pick up those 2 runners. Here's the pitch. Inside.
Good eye.
Good take by Sal. You're right, Ryder. Yeah, that's a pitch. If you're over anxious, you're going to swing at it and come up empty. Count is 2-2. Count is 2-2. Curveball hanging out on the right side. Hunt giving chase. Over there makes the catch. Runner on second tags. Soika advances to third. But there's 2 away.
2 gone for the Mavericks. Brings to the late the second baseman. Number 9, Nolan Ratai.
And Wayne, how you talk, I was just mentioning it, I think the last inning, I believe, is Travis Hunt over there in the right field. Similar to what a Freddie Walker or a Tito Jones for fielder comparison is to the Mavericks, what Hunt is to the prospects. He covers a lot of space. He's extremely quick. He's a lot bigger than Tito Jones is, but sometimes it's just a matter of he's just a good athlete. And he's
first pitch hitting down to the third baseman, over to first for the third out.
Mavericks leave 2 stranded here in the bottom of the third.
So,
Still hanging on to
2-1 odds in our favor.
The horses are coming
That's
out. You know what that means? It's
the one time it didn't work.
The one time it didn't work. Wayne, that's how things go for me at the casino, like I was talking about with you before the game, and yourself too sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, that was a missed opportunity in that inning. Runners on first and second, nobody out.
No. And Wayne, it's you gotta focus on that, and I think the Mavericks here it hasn't been a smooth game by any stretch, I don't think, but they do find themselves here heading into the top of the 4th inning, only being down 1 here. You see Ponticelli, they're leaving in here, they're giving him a chance to play in this game, find his way, pun intended, find his stripes. Happy 4th of July. I think for Ponticelli here, he's, the team, he needs to get one here for the team.
Well, both pitchers have done a good job. It's 3 hits to 1. And Edmonton got all of their hits in the first inning. So the last 2 innings, they haven't had a hit. And we've only got 1 hit.
That's right, Wayne, that's right. We'll be back after a quick little break here.
Correction, the hits are 3-2 in favor of the prospects. Ramirez grounded to the shortstop. First at bat, batting .258. Swings at the first pitch, fouls it off the right side.
Wayne, as we learned in the last series, Javier Ramirez, he's got a lot of speed. They put him in the shortstop position. He can run. For him being a leadoff hitter here, I think the Mavericks got to take care of him here.
Yeah, guys with speed, you want to keep off the base. You definitely don't want to hit him, and that pitch sailed over his head.
Where was that?
That looked like a breaking ball that just got away from Ponticelli's hand. Looked like it slipped out of his hand. The count is 2-1. Garcia moving over a few steps into the hole. Count is 3-1.
On sale now. Draw to be made in the 8th inning. 50-50 tickets, get them out.
Number 34 warming up in the Mavericks bullpen.
Hunter Cooper from Anaheim, California.
Pitch right back to the pitcher. Great stab at it and catch by Ponticelli.
Ponticelli with a glove hand. Gets the out on the 1-3 ground out.
That's his third good play made on the mound. It's always good when you can help yourself out by playing defense.
Exactly, yep.
After you throw the ball, you're an infielder. You're not a pitcher anymore.
No, and you see Colton Wright here communicating with his guys here. He's telling them to move over a little bit.
Ball in the dirt. First pitch. 1-0.
That was the third game of the
Wright
series.
coming in at third base. Roundy can run. There's a ground ball hit to Garcia at short. Fields it cleanly over to Rodriguez at first. Easy
6-3
play.
grounder.
2 away.
2 gone for the prospects. Bottom of the order now. Number 6, Pierce Lahalik.
Pierce Plahowik, the native of Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Not familiar with the area. But what you're familiar with is his batting ability, hitting around 260 right now.
First pitch swinging,
Heads
fouls
up
it
down
off
first
to
base
the
line,
right
guys.
side. No one will get that. It bounces against the fence in the bullpen. Attaboy Brandon, way to get ahead. Number 9 hitter here.
An
No
opportunity.
need to pitch behind to this guy.
Nope, there's an opportunity.
Batting number 9 for a reason, with a 269 batting average. Come right after him. There's a pitch in on the hands, fouls it back. Good pitch by Ponticelli. Good call by Wright. Nowhere close here now, guys. Don't give him anything close to hit. I think you can beat him with a fastball. High or away. Strelchuk playing shallow in right field. Here's the fastball. Pitch is high. I meant high, not that high though.
Yeah, you gave a little more emphasis there, Wayne.
Yeah. Count is 1 and 2.
One of those cheerleaders coming out again at the bottom after the Mavericks bats, correct?
Yeah, bottom of the 4th.
10-4.
Ponticelli shakes right off twice. There's a ground ball, hard hit to the shortstop. Garcia over to Rodriguez. Good inning for Ponticelli.
Full in order here, 3 up, 3 down.
Got him with a fastball.
And Wayne, that's what you're looking for from the Mavericks there, is they want to have those quicker. I don't think it's an accident or by coincidence that when the Mavericks are able on the defense to get through innings quickly, move quickly, pitch quickly, make quick plays, they usually find themselves in a more successful position, Wayne. It's when the innings seem to get dragged out a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's when this Maverick team seems to get in trouble.
Right, and it starts on the mound. You know, when the pitchers can throw strikes, the defense works with them, and they work together as a unit that way. Good game. Game's moving along. Great pitching by both sides. Important game for both teams. Fort McMurray, Edmonton, and the Mavericks are all fighting for number 3, 4, and 5 position. Actually, they're fighting for number 3, trying to avoid number 5. Mavericks will have Wright, Velasco, and Strelchuk. 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up to the plate. So far, they're 0 for 3 combined.
But you talk about having quality at bats, a guy here in Colton Wright. When you talk about what a quality at bat here for Colton Wright is being the leadoff hitter, is getting on base. That's a quality hit.
Yeah,
it can be simple plays like that. It doesn't have to be
he
fancy or flashy.
He doesn't have to hit a double or anything like that. Just get on first base.
And Wayne, for Wright being a bigger guy, he can move quick still. He's capable.
Make some noise for the catcher, number
Well,
25.
we know he
Colton
can hit.
Wright.
He's proven that over the last couple of years. He's a quality hitter. And some years it goes well for you. Look at Mookie Betts last year, led the American League with a 344 batting average. This year he's batting 260 or 270. He's MVP, had 30-some home runs. If you have a good year, you can follow it up with a bad year, and you can change it halfway through the year. First pitch called strike. Pitch in on the hands. Colton again. Motioning that he's trying to hit the ball right center or in the gap. Count is 0-2. Erickson has a good fastball. Oh, a change up back doors on curveball. Right knew it. Called strike. Good pitch by Erickson.
Matthew Erickson showing some ability there.
One on for the Mavericks brings to the plate number 22, John Velasco.
Wayne, we talked about it in the last series. I don't think I did. I'm almost positive that Matthew Erickson, despite that crazy series he had, he didn't come in. You mentioned though he's pitched 9 appearances for the Prospects, and he appears to be one of their guys, really. He's showing great ability.
Yeah, if you look, as we'd mentioned earlier in the game, he's got a 2-to-1, over a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. So he obviously knows how to pitch.
He does. The native of Boulder, Colorado.
Somebody said he was from that's Ponticelli's from Los Angeles. Boulder, Colorado.
America well on display in tonight's game.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to bet, Wayne, that the WCBL they really do pull from the USA. I'd be willing to bet a lot of teams have it's a 60-40 USA Canada thing. I don't know that for sure off the top of my head, but just looking at rosters and with having guys come through and stuff, it's a well diverse league. Let's go.
Ball off the end of the bat was foul initially, but it had so much spin on it. It's like a pool cue. Put a little English on it, and it came back onto the grass on fair territory. Easy play for the put out.
And I think we can call that a little bit of bad luck for John Velasco.
Yeah, he was way out front on that pitch. Good pitching by Erickson again. Threw him an off-speed pitch. Lonnie, I missed that. Was that a 1-3?
Two on for the
3-U?
Mavericks brings to the plate number 29, Russell Strilchuk.
Strilchuk sprays the ball all over, hit a hard line drive to a grounder to the third baseman, who backhanded it on his knees, got up and threw Strilchuk out at first. In Russell's first plate appearance. Lefty on lefty here. There's another ball. Oh, just under the glove of the third baseman. Shortstop can't make the play in time. Good piece of hitting by Strilchuk.
A nice single for Strilchuk indeed, Wayne. And
Base hit brings to the plate.
Wayne, Strilchuk hitting about 319 this year. Didn't start off that way. He's climbing his way up.
Yeah.
His season's getting progressively better.
Yeah, and that's one of those hits where if he would have hit it harder, the third baseman would have got to it. But he hit it softly enough where the third baseman had to try to rush and miss the play. So it's a single for Strilchuk. Freddie Walker now batting. Ball in the dirt. Good play by the catcher. Count is 2-0. Number 9 hitter, Soika on deck. Not much of a lead by Strilchuk at first base.
No,
Fastball in there. Count 2-1.
He doesn't look too rushed per se.
Well, you're not going to steal in this situation.
You're not gonna steal like this,
you got your number 9 hitter up, followed by the top of the order. Ooh, late call. Catcher just about threw it back to the pitcher before the umpire made the call, but the count is 2-2. Did look like a good pitch. Could have gone either way. Unfortunately for Freddie, it went against him. Freddie grounded out to the second baseman his last at bat.
Heads up.
Good piece of hitting by Freddie there. Tried to backdoor curveball on him. He waited, fouled it off. That seems to be a pattern with Erickson. He's gotten Wright and he's gotten Rodriguez with that backdoor curveball. Got him caught looking for strikeouts.
Is there anything about Erickson aside from that backdoor curveball that he throws that really stands out to you as a pitcher, or does he just have a nice blend of pitches?
Well, he mixes his pitches well, but he does have a good fastball. There's a fastball high and away.
I believe let's fire up the gun here and take a look at him, Wayne. But I believe he was throwing about 83 to start the game.
I thought that was Ponticelli.
They're both about in the same. Let's find out.
Strelchuk off on the goal. Oh, a line drive, and the first baseman makes a great, just about a diving play. Throws his glove out at it, catches it, steps on first base for the fourth out.
And Wayne, if you're curious for our viewers at home, Wayne, that came in at 85.
Yeah,
Does that sound about right?
Yeah, I would say he's 85. I even would think he's might be a little bit more than that. As Greg Morrison says, that gun's a slow gun. I think he's probably around 87.
Wouldn't mind using one of these in my hardest shot competitions in hockey to get whatever edge or excuse I could out there, Wayne, that's for sure. Brendan Luther coming in here, hitting great hitter. We've mentioned it before, hitting around the 320 mark this series. 0 for 2 tonight. He's actually been the victim of Brandon Ponticelli's good plays tonight. He's actually was caught out twice on a 1-3 back-to-back times, so Ponticelli's maybe got the edge on him, play a little head games here. Who knows?
So the Mavericks have changed back into their regular red tops now, and that's why if you're looking as to where some of the infielders and outfielders are, they're switching tops.
We have the Danish. What? The peach Danish. What?
Couldn't care less.
The Reese's Pieces McFlurry, which is delicious. Serves the same issues as the
Hey, let's hear it for them. The Ultimate Cheer Fusion.
Is it done now?
So the top of the order for the Edmonton prospects, Luther, Maskill, and Hunt coming to the plate.
Top of the order now.
So far, they haven't got a hit between the three of them in 6 plate appearances. However, they have walked twice, and one of the walks came around to score.
So what is it now?
First pitch to Luther is high. Cooper remains warming up in the Mavericks bullpen. Fastball low and inside. Actually, I think that was a slider. Got underneath his hands. Good location, good pitch by Ponticelli. Count is 1-1. Pitch low and in the dirt. Backhanded by Wright. Lots of people wearing jackets tonight. I'm not sure what the temperature is, but that sun that I was predicting that would come out around 8 o'clock, it's out. But it's behind the clouds.
16 degrees when
Temperature, Lanny just says it's 16 degrees. And there's a little bit of a breeze blowing, so it's probably playing at about 14 degrees.
Yeah.
Count is 3-1. Pitch down the middle. Count is full.
They have
Pitch in on the hands to Garcia. Over to first to Rodriguez. In time for the first out.
Call the 15 brought to you by Angela Claudia of Royal LaPage Community Realty. Angela's award-winning service client dedication.
Good job by Ponticelli coming back from a 3-1 count.
A really nice job. And Wayne, I think we mentioned this before too. Another welcomed addition. They came in both at the same time, Taylor Wright, but PJ Garcia, he makes things happen for this Maverick defense. He's so effective.
Well, he's like right at third base. They both have good feet, good footwork, and they have good hands, and that makes a good infielder. Garcia is very smooth at.
And you mentioned, as as a former coach and all that stuff, that you look for players with that kind of footwork.
Yeah, this is a game. If you don't have good footwork, it's tough to play the infield if you don't have good footwork.
It is. Tyler Maskell, victim of a strikeout swinging last at bat.
There's a ball in on the hands, and he flies it out to Strelchuk easily underneath it. Makes an easy catch.
Brings to the plate the right fielder, number 49, Travis.
Ponticelli seems to have found his groove. He's retired the last 8 hitters in a row.
He needs another 3 down inning.
Yes. In fact, he's got the last 10 out of 11 batters up. The only guy that did get on base is Travis Hunt, who's now batting. He walked his last plate appearance. First pitch in there for a strike. Hunt, as we had mentioned before, is an exceptional player, right fielder for the Edmonton Prospects. Can hit for power, runs, plays good defense.
Just an all-around good ball player, as you'd like to say.
Well, he's got 4 out of the 5 tools that people look for. I'm just not sure of his arm. I haven't seen him have to make a throw yet. Good pitch by Ponticelli in there, called strike 1 and 2. Hunt will not be an easy out. Oh my goodness. Pitch on the inner half. Too good of a pitch. I was just watching Garcia at short, and he moved about 4 steps to his right, picking up the signal that it was going to be a fastball on the inner half or a slider on the inner half. Just didn't get it in far enough.
That happens
Couldn't make a
sometimes.
play. Couldn't make a play on
No, he
it.
couldn't.
But credit to the hitter.
Find the space. That's what Travis Hunt's going to do if you give him that opportunity, Wayne.
Well, the thing is, you got a 1 and 2 count on him. You don't have to give in to him at that time. You can throw it in the dirt. Well, not quite that far in the dirt. But
No, not quite
anyway,
that much. No,
ball
back
one.
to business. Ball 1. Nolan Walker scoring in this game, Wayne, making it across the home plate.
Yeah, he had a RBI single and came around to score in his first at bat. Flew out to the left fielder his last at bat. Count as 1 and 1. Outfielder playing straight away. Soika's in a few steps in left field. Strelchuk's a little deeper in right field. Freddie Walker playing him straight up the middle. There's, I thought Hunt looked like he was going. Fake break.
A fake break indeed.
Wright came up ready to throw.
Nolan Walker from Idaho, Wayne.
Yeah. Meridian, Idaho. Pitch up and away. Count is 3 and 1. Hunt seems to have picked up his tempo, and he might be working a little too fast right now. Hunt might be throwing him off a little bit being at first base because he can run. Not running. There's a swing and a miss. Full count, 2 away. Hunt will be going on this pitch. Rodriguez is going to play behind him. Not sure it's a good move. Not holding him on means he's going to get an exceptionally long lead here. Any ball that's hit in the gap, he's going to score. There's a ball hit to the second baseman. Radai over to first for the out. 4-3.
Let's leave a man stranded here in the top of the 5th inning.
And Wayne Ponticelli looking a little bit better there.
Yeah, that was a good inning. You know, he probably would like to have that one pitch back that he gave up the hit to Hunt on. But
That's right.
Other than that, good inning.
It looks like it's the Cottonwood Kool-Aid Dolls closest to the pin, but we're looking for them. It's Jay. It's birthday boy Jay. Jay is the pin today. It's his birthday. Jay, this is how we improvise, I guess. Eh? The pin blew away. Janessa, who do we got for contestants?
So I'm down here with Paul and Clayton, and they're going to be aiming at Jay there. The one who gets closest to the birthday boy is going to win 9 holes courtesy of Conway Cooley.
A special happy birthday indeed, Wayne, to one of the many Mavericks cast behind the scenes today, Jay Demert. Turning 21, we're told. I'm saying 21.
Which one is that?
Jay Demert down there, he's covering for closest to the pin challenge. One of the many. Jay's role at the Mavericks, he does the program stuff, helps get things ready to go, and it takes a village to run a ball team, as they say. So there's many people working behind the scenes to make things happen, Wayne, and we appreciate them.
Hey, birthday boy, congratulations, thanks, Dave. Thanks to our contestants playing the Cottonwood Kool-Aid closest to the pin contest. Parents, if you have kids 12 and under, make sure they're registered for the 2019 Sobeys Mini Mavericks Club. They'll receive a Mini Mavericks t-shirt, access to all regular season games. And remember, check your chip bag for that X. If you got it, take it down to the office for a Sobeys gift certificate.
So we have the 1, 2, and 3 hitters for the Mavericks coming up. Soika, Garcia, and Wright. Last time they were up, we had runners on first and second, nobody out, and never scored a run. We need them to get on again this time, and then the odds should be in our favor of scoring at least one run.
Yes, it should be 4.
Yeah. You're sleeping on the job tonight.
Soika singled his last at bat.
Austin Soika!
Hit a ground ball up the middle that the second baseman tried to get over and get in front of it. He took a bad hop at the last second. Soika was on with a leadoff single. Garcia followed with a walk. And then went downhill from there. Pitch low, ball 1.
And Wayne, it's really cooled off.
Well, you open the window. I don't know. Are you cold, warm, or something?
Making the fan experience better and sacrificing our comfort. Put it that
Fly
way.
ball out into center field. Ball is carrying, but the center fielder is easily over there. Makes a nice catch. First out.
One going for the Mavericks brings to the plate their shortstop, number 5, P.J. Garcia.
Garcia's walked both plate appearances so far. Also stole third base and has scored the Mavericks' only run so far. Has good plate discipline. Curveball in there for a called strike. Ground ball slash past the coach on third base. Foul. Count as 0-2.
You got to be careful over there, Wayne, in that spot. If a foul ball comes to you, you talk about forward as a player, as a base coach, you got to be aware out there so you don't get tagged.
I'm surprised. This is one of the few leagues where the base coaches don't have to wear helmets. You know, you see them in the major leagues, they all wear helmets. The minor leagues, they all wear helmets. American Legion, high school, every coach has to wear helmets, and in this league, they don't. I think that's something they should look at implementing.
Because you never know what happens. Things
Well,
happen
a
so
former Blue
quick.
Jay player about 8 or 10 years ago got hit with a line drive. He was a coach. Well, the one guy got killed.
Did he pass? He did pass away.
Yep, got a line drive in the head at third base.
And John, what was his name, sorry?
No, he's talking about John Olerud, who played with the Blue Jays, wore a helmet all the time, even playing first base.
31, Taylor
But
Wright.
he did get hit in the head playing at Washington State University, but he wasn't the player that got killed. And after the coach got killed, then a couple years after, they implemented the mandatory helmet rule.
Right.
So Garcia goes down swinging for the second out. Two-away, Taylor Wright batting. Curveball in there for a strike.
Wayne coming in at
Right
60,
clinched.
a little bit of a,
That's a curveball.
yeah, a 67 mile an hour one. Average speed, would you say,
Well,
for a player in this league?
it's hard to say.
Hard to say, yeah. No, it is. It's tough.
There's another curveball, but that one's high.
A pitch we talk
I
about
like-
all the time on the podcast. It's a difficult pitch to
Yeah, it's
control.
a keel pitch. I like the fact that they called it back to back. A lot of times, catchers and pitchers switch every pitch is different, and there they doubled up on the curveball. Fastball
Heads up patio.
fouled down into the patio. That's exactly the effectiveness of throwing a back-to-back curveball. Is
Right.
Now Wright is thinking that, are they going to throw me another curveball? They come in with a fastball and he's late on it.
You talk about it. It's a chess game. It's a head game thing.
Good piece of pitching and
Pitching from
catching
Erickson.
between Gary and Erickson. Setting up low and away. Here's a curveball, low and away, but called ball. 2-2.
Any predictions on what he's going with here, Wayne?
I think they're going to come in hard on him. Fastball over the shortstop's head. Good piece of hitting by Wright
You got the match and
He's in for Wright.
the big match and then the grand match.
for a single.
Brings to the lake the first
A
base.
little bit in on the hands, but Wright's able to fight it off. Big, strong kid. Gets a single over the shortstop. I think that was the right call. The pitch was a fastball, just didn't get it far enough inside. If you get it a little bit, another 2 inches or an inch down on the barrel, you get a ground ball jam shot to the shortstop.
It's 2 out, eh? It's 2 out.
First pitch in there called strike. There's two away.
It's 2 out.
Runner on first. Taylor Wright. Sal Rodriguez now batting. Ball in the dirt. Wright takes off. Makes it easily.
And that'll work for the Mavericks, Wayne. That's
Yeah, that's. We gave up a run with wild pitches in the first inning. So, in fact, we gave up 2 runs in the first inning.
two.
Yeah, both times they had a runner on first base and we threw wild pitches and they advanced and scored. Fastball, Rodriguez is late on that pitch. The count is 1-2. Rodriguez was caught looking on a backdoor curveball and flew out to the right fielder. I'm thinking they're going to go off speed pitch here, maybe a backdoor curveball again. If I'm Rodriguez, I'm having to wait back here
Yeah.
and go to the right side. Could be a fastball outer side. There's the fastball up and away. Good job by Rodriguez fighting it off. Stays alive.
And that's what good hitters do.
Sal's choked up a little bit on the bat right now. Maybe a half inch or an inch.
Peak 45.
Time is called. Pitchers and catcher get together. Strategy time.
Wayne, early prediction. Do we see this weather holding up? It's very gloomy here. I'm not sure if the fans at home can really get a true idea of it. It is quite gloomy here.
But it hasn't changed since the beginning of the game, really. It's just gotten darker. There's a ball hit down into the field for a single. Coming around to score is Wright. Good job by Sal Rodriguez.
Tie game.
Beauty.
RBI single there for Rodriguez, ties the game. Brings to the plate the second baseman, number 9, Nolan Ratai.
And Crystal Lake, Illinois is going to be very happy with that hit. Sal Rodriguez, RBI single, ties this game. And Wayne, a good...
he got fisted on that, and that center fielder was coming hard.
He was.
And then he had to pull up. He knew he couldn't make the catch. I thought he was going to die for it. Sorry, I cut you off.
No, that's okay. I'm just excited, Wayne.
Oh, base hit, bunt attempt by Radai. He did that the other night. Laid down a great bunt. Got a base hit single out of it. Started to rally for us against the Yorkton Cardinals. 2 away. Radai tries it again. Radai hit an RBI double his first at bat and grounded out to the third baseman. Pitch outside. Count is 1-1. Rodriguez only has about a 2-step lead at first. Pitch in on the hands of Radai, fouls it back.
So 1 and 2.
Right fielder playing in a little bit. Left fielder in a little bit as well. Tries a backdoor curveball. Everybody started to go to the dugout expecting the call, but
no, that came
call
close.
was outside.
But outside indeed. Offside, I almost said. Oops. Wrong sport.
Erickson has been doing that a lot tonight. Pitch low. Good take by Radai. Full count. Rodriguez will be off with a pitch. Radai having a good at bat here. On deck is Colton Wright. Here's the pitch. Blowing away. Radai takes the walk. Good at bat.
Radai draws the walk. Brings to the plate the catcher, number 25, Colton Wright.
This is Colton's third plate appearance against Erickson. I'm looking for good things to happen here. He got rung up on a backdoor curveball his last plate appearance, grounded out to short his first plate appearance. He's had a good look at Erickson.
He sure has, Wayne. He sure has. I'm looking for something here too from Wright.
I think he's going to hit the ball hard somewhere. Here's the pitch. A little late on it. It's a little nubber to the second baseman over to first.
Well, the Mavericks get
Good
one
piece
here
of
in the
pitching
bottom
by
of the fifth
Erickson.
inning, tie the game up 2-2. And as you can see, fans, the boys have changed their jerseys, and those American 4th of July jerseys are now on sale at the souvenir shop. All proceeds.
You guys up for a fun fact? Here's a fun fact in baseball. In most games, and you can track this at home, in most games, the winning team scores more runs in one inning than the losing team does in the whole game. It's not going to happen all the time, but in most games, over 50% of the games. So track it with Major League scores. Just see if you agree with that.
Going to bring to the plate for the prospects, the 5, 6, 7 hitters.
I got to think about that, Wayne.
The catcher, number 22, Jake.
Maybe a no comment. Maybe a no comment suits me best. Too.
That's one of those things that you wouldn't think is true, but if you look at the box scores of teams, that winning team, the other night we won the score of 9-2, and in the one inning we scored 3 runs, and that was more than Yorkton scored in the whole game. They only scored 2.
Really?
Top of the 6th inning brought to you by Southland Charters.
So we have Jack Geary, the catcher, up. I like Jack. He's a good ball player. Or Jake, I'm sorry.
Jake Geary.
My apologies.
Yeah, you talked about him in our pregame show. He was a guy you were looking to make an impact in tonight's game.
Yeah, he's got a good arm. I've watched his throws down the second base. He's right on target. Very quick release.
Big body. Good size.
Yep. He's got a 1 for 2 tonight. That pitch is high. Count is 1-1. Gary from Buckley, Washington, batting .320, 4 home runs, 22 RBIs. He can run a little. He's got 5 stolen bases. Here's a pitch. Swings through that fastball, low and away. We got to get the leadoff hitter here, folks.
Hunter Cooper warming up. Wayne
Cooper's
in the
been warming up for 4 innings.
Well, it's cold.
He's going to be tired before he gets into the game. Count is 2-2.
It's funny.
Hunter, save a few down there, buddy. He's been, and there was a couple of innings he was throwing hard.
He's throwing hard too. Actually, it's funny. No kidding. He's gonna.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. Slider high.
And Wayne, you thought
Beats Gary on the pitch.
Yeah, goal here, and that's what just came to be. 1 away, leadoff hitter.
It's a way to kill a rally right there. Especially with Edmonton's speed. They got speed all over, and if they get guys on base, they'll hit and run, they'll bunt and run, they'll steal bases. As I said, they've got 81 stolen bases coming into this game. First pitch, slider, low and away.
Edmonton lost last night against Moose Jaw, 6-5.
We're in Swift Current tomorrow, are we?
Yeah, Swift Current tomorrow.
So we're
Head
back
back
at
to Swift Current.
There's a
Good
ball
hit.
fought off, but Strelchuk comes in. Adam played perfectly. 2 away.
Brings to the plate our budget Lions beer batter, the shortstop, number 11, Javier Ramirez. He strikes out this
Ramirez is 0 for 2. Grounded to short. Get a comebacker to the pitcher. From Cuegas, Puerto Rico. Batting .258 coming into this game. First pitch swinging, fouls it back.
And Wayne, it should be.
Ponticelli throwing ahead here.
Yeah.
I like what I'm seeing.
I do. I was going to say, it should be noted that, as the seasons progress for Ponticelli and, and a good
Hard
hit
line
there
drive to right side. Good piece of hitting.
is, you talked about Ponticelli leading the team with walk swing, but he does have that ability to throw strikes, and he can throw hard. He does
I'm not
that.
sure if he's leading the team in walks. All I know is he's given up a lot of walks this year.
And
16 walks.
That's right.
So that's it for Ponticelli. Making the change is head coach Tom Vasella. Hunter Cooper coming into the mound.
Rain delay postponed between Regina and Brooks. That's going to be played tomorrow. But Fort McMurray, Moose Jaw leads Fort McMurray 5-1. That's in the top of the 7th inning there.
And Wayne, 2 runs given up for
There's a doubleheader between Swift Current and
Ponticelli.
Alamo.
Brings in Hunter Cooper, the Anaheim, California native. Wayne, your opinion on Ponticelli's game tonight?
I thought he pitched very well. He only gave up the 5 hits. and held them to 2 runs. He walked 2, hit 1 batter, but overall he got out of jams. Never really got himself into any trouble except in the first inning.
That's right.
So, Cameron, they just got a hit. Should be 5 hits, I think.
I don't know what it is.
Hunter Cooper, this is his 10th appearance. Has pitched 11 1/3 innings. Has walked 11 and struck out 11. Has a 1-0 record.
Anyway, Hunter Cooper's a guy I've had a couple discussions with throughout the season. I didn't talk to him today, but I've spoke to him on a few different occasions. For Hunter Cooper, he's been another one of those pitchers for the Mavericks because, well, we all know the Mavericks pitching scenario. It's kind of doors wide open in a lot of facets, and he's talked to me and said he wants to be a guy to come in and make an impact.
Well, as we mentioned, this will be his 10th appearance. He's pitched 11 1/3 innings. He's got 11 strikeouts, but on the other hand, he's got 11 walks. So he's given up a walk per inning. And he's got an 11.91 ERA. So for him to get more innings, he's going to have to come in here and shut the door. And you got the 8-9 hitters up. Tanner Rowdy is 0 for 3, grounded to short, grounded to second. Roundy from Henderson, Nevada is batting 191. Ramirez has got 7 stolen bases and 11 attempts. That first pitch is inside. We have more action in both bullpens. Things are starting to heat up. Hopefully some of that heat will come our way.
35 and
Number 3 is warming up for the Mavericks.
Well, wait, I just turned the heat on up here, so hopefully that helps.
Fake break by the runner at first baseman, Ramirez. Austin Oles from Chatham, Ontario, warming up for the Mavericks.
And I believe we got a number, let's see. You get a piece of that? Yeah, right?
Yeah, fouls it straight back. Count is 2-1.
So 61.
Ramirez getting a good lead at first base. Takes another crow hop. Fakes break again. Not going. Count is 3-1. We've got 2 away. We need to focus on the hitter here.
We do.
We've got the number 8 hitter up. There's a pitch. Line drive right at Taylor, right at third base. Sticks his glove up. Says, thank you very much. Howdy doody. 3 away.
And I do believe that is either Austin Candy or Trevor Berg warming up down there for the Edmonton Prospects. I'm not sure which one it is. I know it's one of the 2, I think. What do I know? It's going to be not one of them, and I'll be wrong. But
Last call 50-50, last call 50-50.
they're bringing out Matthew Erickson now, though, so I think their message here, Wayne, in the goal is they're looking for a quick 1-2-3 here on the Mavericks. And
Well, he's been pitching well.
he has been. There's no reason to take
You
him
know,
out.
if he gets in trouble, you might want to make a move. Number 7, 8, 9 hitters up for us. If he can get through this inning, they may not want him pitching against the top of our order a 4th time.
That's right.
So that would be the time to make a move.
Remember when toys, Andy, and more added, if you have that signature, you want a $20 gift certificate along with 10% off your first purchase from Remember When Toys, Candy, and More.
So here's the last trivia question for tonight. Last trivia question for tonight. Mind it's only the 6th inning, but for everyone at home, this is an easy one. I expect Cameron to get this one. What is the name of the oldest ballpark in the Major League Baseball, and where is it located? The name of the oldest ballpark, and where is it located? No hints given on this one. Kim Johnson? Well, it's the name of the park and the location. Now we have to let our viewers have a chance.
We'll give the viewers a chance on this one.
Starting off for the Mavericks, the 79 hitters, number 22, John Velasco.
But Wayne, I do know the answer.
You Googled it, did you?
Oh, Wayne, did you catch me red-handed there? Did you? I thought. Did you?
I'm just kidding you. You weren't Googling. You know that. But this one not everybody knows because there's two very old ballparks.
No, there is. There's two.
And
I saw that Boston Red Sox was 1814, I thought, built in 1814.
1814, before baseball was invented?
No.
Wait a minute.
No, sorry, 1914.
When you say there's two very old ballparks,
1914. not
aside
18.
from this one, which is the other one?
Yeah.
Because there's only one really old ballpark.
Well, there's
it's
one.
called-
There's one in Chicago.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, a hard hit ball back to the pitcher. Good grab. Flip over to first base. Velasco hits the ball hard, but unfortunately
Doesn't
didn't
go
get by
his
the
way.
pitcher.
The pitchers tonight, Wayne, doing a good job of being on the ball. The ball's coming right to them, and they're making plays. I got to tip my hat off to both Ponticelli and Matthew Erickson. They both done a good job. Give credit where it's due.
Yeah, you got to feel your position as well too. Kim Johnson, what were you thinking of as the other part? You were surprised when I said Wrigley
I
in
forgot
Chicago.
about Wrigley, but I mean Fenway is the oldest.
Yeah,
Up the
there's a
gut.
ground ball up the middle for Strelchuk. That's his second hit of the night. Boy,
1914, I
Russ.
think that was built, wasn't it?
And prior to this one, I mean, Yankee Stadium and
Base hit first, Girlchuck brings to the plate the center fielder, number 7, Freddie Walker.
Well,
Yankee Stadium
Cleveland and Detroit had old stadiums
and
too.
Tiger Stadium
Yeah.
would have been the oldest.
Yeah, Tiger was an old stadium. Didn't that one seat about 61,000 or 81,000?
Where?
Detroit. That old
Yeah,
stadium
it was-
because
it was
they
close to 70.
because they used to play football there.
And then aside from these two, then you're looking at Dodger Stadium.
Yes, Dodgers is that's an old stadium. Okay, we have action here. Runner on first base. Strelchuk second hit. Takes a good lead. Fouled straight back by Freddie Walker. Freddie Walker grounded out both times. Once to the second baseman, once to the pitcher. 0 for 2 tonight. No errors committed in tonight's game yet. Both teams have 2 runs on 5 hits.
Mavericks are on 6 hits.
Oh, Mavericks got 6 hits now. Yes, sorry. Thanks, Cam. Russell just got a hit. So the count is 1-1. Strelchuk doesn't have much of a lead. Walker fouls it back. Count is 1-2.
And when you notice with Walker, he swings the bat as hard as he can. It looks like every at bat. He's just everything about the way he plays the game is just fast, quick, and aggressive. And I kind of like that way. I kind of like how he plays. But
I'd like to see him put down some bunts. I'm not sure whether he can bunt, but he's got the speed to bunt. Third baseman's playing deep. You don't have to put down a perfect bunt here with his speed to get a single. Look where that third baseman is playing. I mean, he's just about back on the grass.
Still on sale. Last call.
And when you're the number 9 hitter, you're not always going to have those nice line drive hits. You got to get on base. Pitch up and away. Good eye, Freddie. Count is full. 3-2. Strelchuk not getting much of a lead at first base. I think Erickson. I don't think he's got a read on Erickson yet. Not going. Pitch is high and inside. Freddie Walker takes a walk. Follows his name. He's a
Walker
walker.
walks.
Walker.
Right place, right time.
Walker walks. And the head coach coming out here, I think we're going to see a pitching change here.
Yeah, again, as we were saying before, they don't want the top of our order seeing him a 4th time. He's had a great game.
A good game from Ponticelli and a good game from Matthew Erickson.
Yeah.
Both starting pitchers tonight, Wayne.
Yeah.
Tip your cap.
Good decision by the coach. for a number. It looks like number 10? Number 10?
You thought 30?
It's hard to tell, folks, until we see the back of their jersey. The front of the jersey has a little number, but
I think
it's
it's 30.
number 30.
Jackson Bando.
Where's the score sheet?
So Jackson Bando comes into this game, Wayne.
Mr. Move now into the game. Right-handed
I was wrong about who I thought it was. Number 30, Jackson Bando out of Samish, Washington. The 6'2", 215-pounder throws right-handed.
Let's see what he's got for stats here. Bando. This is his 7th appearance. He's pitched 17 and a third innings. He has walked 8 and struck out 21. He's a strikeout pitcher. Looks like he throws hard.
We'll get the gun out.
I would say he's up 85, 87 again. Has an 0-1 record, a 5.71 ERA.
Let's check, Wayne. Said 85, Wayne?
Well, it's hard to say. I only looked at one pitch. I was looking at the stats, but top of the order for the Mavericks, Austin Soika coming up to the plate.
Well, we've never had that. Like, we've never had that.
86.
86, yeah.
Camouflageable color.
Well, I mean,
Top of the order for the Mavericks brings to the plate the left fielder, number 30, Austin Soika.
One away, Soika coming to the plate. Soika's 1 for 3 tonight. Last at bat, hit a fly ball into right center field. The third baseman playing in on even up with the line. Middle infield looking for a double play ball. Here's the pitch. Inside, hits him. On the leg, Soika gets first base. Coach is coming out to talk to the umpire.
Well, yeah, I agree now that
I don't think it's going to do any good, but never hurts to find out. Did he actually twitch his leg into it? Looked like it hit him right above the knee
That's what I thought I seen too.
on the thigh, but not by much, because the catcher caught the ball, didn't deflect much. I don't think they're going to bring him back to bat. So I think he's on first base.
I can't see it. I think he's there.
on first base. Coach is probably asking the umpire to check with the other umpires, but it's not the other umpire's call. So he
The shortstop, number 5,
you can
PJ
check.
Garcia.
So we have bases loaded, one away. Garcia up at the plate. Had his first strikeout of the season, his last at-bat. Got caught looking. Walked his previous 2 at-bats. Here's the pitch, low and away. Oh, good block by Gary. Keep the ball in front of him. Garcia picks up his mask. Sportsmanship. Show him. Hands it to Gary. Bando looks like he throws hard. He's throwing more than 85. Here's the 1-0 count. Line drive hit to the second baseman, over to short for 1, on to first. Double play. Bando comes in and does his job. Gets the ground ball on a very speedy runner, Garcia, but he hit the ball so hard. That was a routine
2-2.
4 to
after
6 to 3.
complete. Looks like we got some action out there.
4-6-3, 4-6-3, guys, fellas.
Full team home run challenge brought to you by Royal LePage, Tori Matson, and Sean Anderson. Who are contestants?
Pitcher's
today?
best friend, the double play ball.
Pitcher's best friend, the double play ball.
Kind of like the goalie. Goalie's best friend, goalposts.
Goalposts.
Tough luck for the Mavericks there.
Okay, ready?
Wayne, if you want a little history here, the Mavericks, when they defeated the Edmonton Prospects in the 16-inning game that happened on the Friday just a few short weeks ago, it was a very similar game like this. Wayne, I wouldn't be surprised if we're in for extra innings tonight either.
What was the final score in that game, though?
I believe 3-2. It was 3-2 or 4-3, but I think it was 3-2.
A close game, yeah.
3-2 or 4-3.
These teams are very close, very competitive.
They're very hard. As a fan asked me this morning when they came into the media booth when I was up here, I said these teams, Wayne, they really are a coin flip.
Yeah, they are. They're very close. Austin Olds now in pitching for the Mavericks. Olds from Chatham, Ontario.
Austin Olds in pitching.
This is Olds' 6th appearance. He's pitched 6 2/3 innings. He's walked 3, struck out 5. Has no record, but a 1-loss record, but does have an ERA of 8.1.
Number 3.
Austin Olds.
Ready for changes. Kitchen change brought to you by Mr. Lube. Down to the game for the Mavericks.
Has walked 3, struck out 5.
From Chatham, Ontario, number 3, Austin Olds. It's the
Number 9, 1 and 2.
For the Prospects starting it off, number 6, Pierce.
This is a big inning for the Mavericks. They want to get through the top of the order without any runs scored. Key will be getting Howick out.
Folks, top of the 7th.
Howick is 0 for 1, got hit by a pitch. Olds blows a fastball by him. First pitch. Count is 0 and 1.
A chance there to take the lead.
Turns around, squares to bunt, pulls back. Count is 1 and 1. That brings Wright in a couple of steps. Wright was playing back deep. Here's the 1 and 1 pitch. Slider outside.
Two and one pitch count. Oh, wait. Look at
Oh,
that.
there's the bunt. Olds is right on it. Fields it bare hand over to Rodriguez in time. Nice bunt. Nice play by Olds to bare hand that ball. I'm not sure he would have got him had he fielded it with his glove.
No, I don't think he would have.
That's what I'd like to see Freddie Walker do more of, is
Up
put
to the
down that
plate,
bunt.
Number 16, Brendan Luther.
Luther coming to the plate is 0 for 3.
I don't sound as good on the PA as Guy does. That's not how I thought I sounded, Wayne. I'm sticking a play-by-play.
All you had to do is speak a little louder, and they wouldn't have known the difference. You could be a ventriloquist.
A ventriloquist. That's steep. Steep aspirations for me, I think. But
Count is 1 and 0. Pitch in the dirt, 2 and 0.
Wayne, I do
Wright playing in on the grass at third base.
Here comes the better PA guy back after I embarrass myself. Guy Lanigan coming back in.
Luther batting .324.
No, I didn't.
He can run.
It sounded horrible.
Pitch on the inside corner, called strike. Luther not happy with the pitch. From my vantage point, it looked like it was in off the plate, but called strike nevertheless.
You worry about the score clock over there, pal.
Here's a ball put in play, but just foul down the first base side to Rodriguez. Rodriguez does make the play. They'll switch baseballs. Not sure what the reason is for that. If this was Major League Baseball, they'd throw that ball out.
They'd give it to a lucky fan, I think, would be the baseball.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. In on the hands. Fights it off.
Another
Luther
foul.
does. Fouls it into the netting on the third base side.
Finn Ridley warming up now. Their Mavericks are looking to use all their pitchers right now for some reason. Pitch high and inside.
Well, they only used one last night, so everybody's rested.
They're ready to go.
And the game before against Yorkton, they had a day off. Then the game before, I think they only used 2 pitchers. So I think they're in good shape with their pitching. Everybody's rested.
Their pitcher last night put it all nine.
So the count is full, 1 away. Here's the payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. The fans are groaning. They've seen this one-act play before.
They sure have, Wayne, and it's
Hasn't been a good one-act play either.
no, it sure hasn't. I think when you're
Tyler Maskill from Henderson, Tennessee, now batting. Maskill is 0 for 2 with a walk, run scored, and a strikeout. Here's a pitch.
No question
In there,
about that
called
one.
Strike. The sad thing is with Luther, we were ahead on the count with him, and then we ended up walking him.
That's right. There was an opportunity there, and it got away. See what old. Ball's foul here. Oh wait, I think the Mavericks need a. I think we need a pitch here.
Well, we need a ground ball. Let's turn the
Ground
double
ball would
play
be the
that
best
they just
option.
did
That's
to
right.
us.
Yep.
Luther getting a good lead at first. Not going. Pitch called. Strike 3. Maskill hits the bat on the plate in disgust. That's 2 away.
Brings to the plate. The right fielder number 49, Travis Hunt.
Hunt is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. He runs well. I would consider Hunt and Geary to be 2 of their top players. Luther on first base has 6 stolen bases, hasn't been caught yet this year. Pitch on the outside corner. Count is 0-1. Edmonton, as we mentioned, have good team speed.
They sure did. Wayne.
Luther taking a little bit more of a lead at first base, not going again. Ooh, that pitch looked close. Called ball. Count is 1-1.
I mean, this is a guy you got to be careful with, Travis Hunt. He's capable of taking you for a ride if you're not careful.
Well, he's got 4 home runs, 25 RBIs on the season. And he can run. There's the runner off. Pitch back to the Olds at first base. Easily over to first base. 3 away. Good job, Olds. Beauty.
On to the 7th coming up. We'll be back with these in just a moment.
Well, it is. It's 7th inning stretch, folks. How we set up? I know it's cold out there. So let's move around there, stretch it out. And then sing along if you don't mind. Hey, what do you guys think? Yeah.
Unless the gun was off when I did it one time. First guy? No, the one that just
Me
came.
out to the ball. Take me out to the crowd.
Johnny tried. Maybe I don't know if he does it.
Buy me some grits and Cracker Jacks. I don't care.
Great game here tonight, folks.
It's been fun. I was looking. This is a game I had circled on my calendar, Wayne. To be honest with you, when I came to the park today, I was just excited, and I don't know if it's from the 17-inning game or what is it, but these teams are so close. It's a coin flip, really. It was the example I used talking about it today. They're such even teams.
Yeah.
You know, we have Nolan Radai, they have Travis Hunt. Their catcher does a good job blocking. It's so even.
Yeah, and that's an indication. You look at the score clock, 2 runs, 5 hits for the Prospects, 6 for the Mavericks. No errors committed in the game. It's been a very well-pitched game. Both teams have had opportunities to score runs, but the defense has pulled them out.
Those USA jerseys.
So the last trivia question, the answer was Fenway Park in Boston, the oldest ballpark in the major leagues.
It's the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up for the Mavericks. This makes a noise. For the third baseman, number 31, Taylor Wright.
Taylor Wright coming into the contest, hitting a little bit over 300 right now, and I expect that number, Wayne, to be honest with you, I expect it to continue to rise.
Well, he's batting .333 coming in, and he's 1 for 2, so it's already gone up somewhat. He scored the tying run on a single, a wild pitch, and an RBI by Sal Rodriguez. Third baseman playing in, protecting for the bunt. Wright swings on the high fastball, swings through it. Good piece of hitting last at bat by Wright. Got behind in the count. Pitch, they tried to come in inside on him, and he hit it over the shortstop. There's a change up, got away from Bando.
And Wayne, you were talking about it. Bando throws the ball hard. I clocked him in at the 90 on one of his last pitches, his last inning when he just came in there.
Did you? Yeah.
You said you thought that. I had to clarify and let our audience know. I did clock him in at 90 on one pitch.
There's a ground ball hit to the second baseman, takes a little nasty hop. Second baseman stays with it over to first for the first out. Sal Rodriguez coming to the plate. Sal's 1 for 3. RBI single his last at bat.
The first baseman, number 20, Sal Rodriguez.
No, I stop my save on the way to the ballpark sometimes. They have the best sushi in town. Really
Put the barrel on it, Sal.
really good.
We need your 5th home run of the year right here. 4th home run of the year. Pitch low and away. Good take by Sal. Looked like a slider.
Lucas, when you get a chance, can you let me know attendance? 50-50.
1-0 pitch. Fastball in there, called strike. Catcher setting up outside. Hits the spot. It's in the hole. Tough play by the shortstop over to first. Great play by the first baseman. Outstanding. Threw a one-hopper across his body, going into the hole partway behind third base.
And Wayne, you
What
got to
a
give.
play. What a play.
What a great play. You have to give credit where it's due. I thought Rodriguez would have been okay. We talk about Rodriguez not necessarily being a speed guy, and I think you've seen a factor of that the shortstop was able to get there and make such a fantastic play. Javier Ramirez.
That was a great play.
And we talked about Ramirez's speed, how he was able to get over there quick. Just a good team play, team defense.
Got rid of it quick and just let the ball. The ball always travels faster than the runner running.
That's for sure. No kidding.
2-away. Great defense shown by the
Play Todd.
prospects. Nolan Radeye now batting. Walked his last at bat. There's a change up in there for a called strike. 2. Count is 0-2. Radeye, one of our 3 All-Star picks. Pitch is high. Ball 1. High fastball. That had some giddy up on it. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Another change up. Again, I like the call by Gary and Bando. Back-to-back change-ups. Catcher setting up, blowing away. Here's the fastball. Radeye hits it down the line.
Not quite.
Wow. That just missed going over the third base bag. That would have been a double, stand-up double for Radeye. Catcher's outside. It was a fastball middle. Radeye turned on it. Catcher takes a deep breath, steps off the plate, pounds the ball into his glove. He knows he missed the target, got away with one there. Red Eye scorched that one. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Catcher setting way outside now. Fastball again. Doesn't miss.
And
The outside corner. Red Eye is
doing a good job. He's
doing a great job.
He does not make it easy, Wayne. You certainly.
No, he doesn't. He's a good hitter.
The guy just competes and competes. Obviously, if what goes without being said, a good characteristic of leadership is having that compete.
Here's a pitch, a changeup, gets away from the catcher in the dirt. Red Eye's going to make first base on the strikeout. Wild pitch.
A fortuitous bounce for Nolan Radeye, but a byproduct of that was earned through his hard work and his continuing ability to stay alive at bat, Wayne.
I agree. Yeah, he had a good at-bat. He got fooled on that changeup. That changeup was in the dirt, which is where you want to place it. The bad thing about it was in the dirt in a place where Geary couldn't block it, and it bounced over him. So it's bad luck on the prospects, but good luck for the Mavericks. Colton Wright now coming to the plate. Colton's 0 for 3. Radeye has 4 stolen bases this year. He's got a good lead at first base. Good lead by Radeye. Ball's in the dirt again. Yeah, I agree with you, Ryder. That's a good at bat by Radeye. I mean, he struck out.
Yeah.
But had the smarts enough to know that the ball was in the dirt when he swung. He had nothing to lose by running on that. Even if the catcher blocks it, throws him out.
Okay, thank you.
There's a hard hit ball to the shortstop. Flip over to second base. 6-4, ground out from Wright for the third out.
Put out on second on 6-4. You know what that means, folks? Take a look out there in left field. Looks like we got some contestants in the days off.
And Wayne, you know, for Colton Wright, it's
And what do we got there, Decisive?
you just feel for him. You know, he's. I respect there being good pitches thrown at him as well, which is obviously difficult, but he's just not getting it where he wants to right now. And for the Mavericks to be successful and continue their playoff push, they're going to need him, Wayne. It's plain and simple. They're going to need him.
Yeah, and you know, he just has to keep thinking, I have to have a good at-bat. And those hits will come if you have good at-bats. So we're in the top of the 8th inning. If anybody at home is listening and has an extra pair of large long johns, you could bring them down to the park. Right now the temperature is 14 degrees. Real feel is 10 degrees. And in Calgary it's 10 degrees and raining. It's been raining all day in Calgary.
Tonight's game brought to you by Sun City Ford.
Wow.
Sun City Ford is your one-stop dealership servicing all of Medicine Hat. Our service department services all makes and models. And our state-of-the-art body shop, Fix Auto, can
So number 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up for
Sun City Ford.
the prospects.
Nolan
Walker,
Walker coming
Gary, and Harrell.
Walker, he's scored. He's had a base hit in this game, but he's been the other 2 times he was taken care of. Wayne, do you think that the pitchers and the group and, you know, in the dugout, that they're like talking cohesively about what this batter coming up has done throughout the game, or do you just
absolutely.
you think they do focus on that?
Yeah.
4, 5, 6 hitters do up for the prospects here in the top of the
So
eighth.
Flynn Ridley and the pitch.
Nolan Walker.
Flynn Ridley's in
for the Mavericks. I think it's Flynn Ridley.
Sure is. Good eye, Wayne. Good eye. Flynn Ridley. What are the go-tos for this team?
Well, they need a shutdown inning here. And Ridley's been a great guy out of the pen.
An absolute, Wayne, I've been growing to find this out. An absolute monster in the gym, loves working out.
And an all-star.
And an all-star, as Kim Johnson points out. So the gym, hard work, all-star, it all goes together, Wayne.
You think so? I work out every morning. I'm not an all-star.
Well, Wayne, what kind of workouts are we talking? Wayne, getting up out of bed isn't a workout.
Hey, I was at the Family Leisure Center at 6 a.m. this morning when it opened.
I think, Wayne, it's more like we're past our prime for
Yeah, I
now,
think
right?
so, yeah. Like
We're legends in our own mind.
Right, exactly. T-ball, I could make the all-star T-ball team maybe for those that are 50 and over.
Yeah, you think you still might have a chance to be an impact guy there.
Ridley has 15 and 2/3 innings. This is his 12th appearance. He's got a record of 2-1, 9 walks, 13 strikeouts, an ERA of 2.29. Count is 1-2. Foul ball hit down the third base side by Walker.
Worth $459.
Walker pulls his hands in really well on pitches inside.
He does.
I know his first at bat, he got an RBI on a pitch on the inside, hit it to right field for an RBI single. Hit a ground ball to the second baseman and flew out to left field. Soika is playing just about behind the third baseman. Walker in center field is over in left center field. So ball in the air, they're expecting him to hit it to the left center side. Count is 2-2. On deck, Jake Geary, batting .320 coming into the game. 4 home runs, 22 RBIs. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike. Ripcord by the umpire. Ripcord. Pull that
Ripcord, yeah. And Wayne, that's what you said. You said you're looking for a shutdown inning. There's no better way to start that than striking out the leadoff hitter.
That's a great pitch.
But work is just getting started here. One of your favorite prospects, maybe your favorite prospect that I can think you've talked about, Jake Geary. Geary 1 for 3
Geary and
tonight.
Hunt, I think, are guys that have stood out in my mind, but Walker's no slouch. We just struck him out, but after watching him hit this at bat, Walker, I kind of like him a little bit more. He pulls his hands in really well, but that time he couldn't pull the trigger. That pitch was right in on his hands.
You pull the muscle back, body get cold, and then pull the muscle. This is cool.
Geary is 1 for 3 tonight. That's an RBI. Pitch low and away.
Nice catch by
Fastball.
Colton, right? Wait, at what point in the season does durability start to become a factor? You look how much Colton Wright's being used as a catcher. At what point does durability take its toll on a player or a catcher? He's in there almost every night, right? So
Yeah, as long as he's not injured, they get days off, which is good. And they just had a day off, day before yesterday, and that really helps him more than anybody, any other player, the catchers.
they take
So durability will come into play more with the catchers than anybody. But every player has got those little pulls and
Tweaks.
nagging injuries, tweaks that they're playing with. Little stiffness in the arm all the time.
It's part of baseball.
You just play through it. You can play when you're hurt. You just can't play when you're injured. There's a pitch in the dirt. Count is 2-1. This is a big pitch for Ridley right here. You don't want to go 3-1, especially with a power hitter like Geary. If it's 3-1, he's going to be gearing up to hit it out of the park. Oh, good pitch, low and away. Geary swings at it, fouls it off. Count is 2-2. Advantage Ridley. Here's the pitch. Blown away, full count. Right fielder Strilchuk playing very shallow. Freddie Walker in center field is shallow. Soika is deep in left field. Here's the pitch, way outside. Ball 4. Gary's got 5 stolen bases, in case those of you at home are wondering.
Gary on the walk brings to the plate the designated hitter number 36.
He's been caught stealing once. Edgar Harrell up at the plate. Single his first at bat. I think we can turn a double play with Edgar here. We get a ground ball. I've watched Edgar run. He's not the fastest runner.
Do we get a tendency?
Pitch outside. Ridley falling behind. 1-0. Geary has a good lead at first base. Secondary lead doesn't go. Count is 2-0. I'm waiting to see if there's action in the Mavericks bullpen. Oh, somebody did get up.
Catcher's going out.
There's Gary, he's off. Hit and run is on. Ball hit back to Ridley. No play at second base. Over to first base for the out. Hit and run on by the Edmonton Prospects. Runner gets to second base.
1-3. That's just a runner to second. 2 gone. Brings to the plate our Bucket Lions beer batter, the shortstop number 11, Javier Ramirez.
Ramirez singled his last at bat. Hit the ball to the right side. To right field. Hit the shortstop 6-3 and back to the pitcher 1-3 for his other plate appearances. So he's 1 for 3 tonight. That's a Prospects baseball hit and run right there. Good lead by Gary at second base. Pitcher gets away outside. Wright couldn't get his glove on that. Wild pitch. Advances Gary to third.
So because of the hit and run, gets them out of that double play, right? So Ridley fields the ball really quick, but he was already there. Yeah. He was never going to get him out, so he has to go first.
More pressure put on Colton Wright now to make sure that there isn't another pitch that gets away from him. That pitch is outside. That last pitch that got away from Wright was a wild pitch. It wasn't a pass ball.
And Wayne, I'm a little quiet in the statistician booth back here, but John Goddardo warming up for
All 3. That pitch looked close.
All 3 called, and that's. Goddardo warming up, Wayne, and it's the Mavericks got to be careful here.
Pitch outside, ball 4. Ridley has been missing outside.
The problem with that there on that walk is Ramirez now at speed.
Yeah.
So runners on first and third. Ramirez has got 11 stolen bases. He's been caught 4 times.
Hitting brought to you by Groves Roofing Big League
So there is
Service.
good speed on the corners.
Exterior renovation needs.
Number 9 hitter Tanner Roundy up at the plate. Roundy is 0 for 3 tonight. Batting 191.
24-hour memberships.
10 walks against 26 strikeouts. I've got to think here that the Prospects are going to try to steal a run. Roundy is not a good hitter, as we had indicated, in terms of average. Strikes out a lot. He does run well. But so do the guys on the corners.
Tanner Roundy.
So if they take off and the throw comes through to second base, the runner can always pull up, and Geary at third can try to get home. The Mavericks just might let him go if he does steal. Fakes on first base. Ramirez doesn't go. The count is 1-0. Ridley has been out of the strike zone consistently. There's a called strike. Count is 1-1. Fans give him the Bronx cheer for throwing a strike.
And Wayne, this is where as a pitcher in Ridley, he's got to get through that adversity and find a way to get this guy out.
He's got to throw strikes for sure. You got a guy up here who isn't hitting well. Ramirez is off with a pitch. Swinging through. And fouling it back is Roundy. The count is 1-2. Ramirez will have to go back to first base. He's standing on second. Didn't know what the call was, what happened.
Looked like PJ Garcia was telling him it was fouled off. Go back to first. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Yeah. If you remember, Lloyd Mosby stole second.
Yep.
Thought it got caught. Went
Yep.
back to first. Stole first. Then he stole second on the same play again.
Oh, buddy.
Stole second, first, and second on the same play. Ramirez looking to go again. Oh, steps off. Count is 1-2. Ridley just has to concentrate on the hitter here. Throw him a pitch that he can't do anything with. Pitch is high. Count is 2-2. Mavericks got to get themselves out of this inning. Ramirez got a good lead at first. He's off. Pop up to right on third base side. Right's calling for it. Underneath it.
Got
makes
it.
the catch.
Cole Taylor, right?
Beauty.
Coming in clutch. And Wayne, not really any surprise that it's him who gets him out of the inning, you know. Between PJ Garcia and Taylor Wright, that's what those guys do, is they're able to get you guys out of jams. Wayne, I think you're going to see Goddardo come in for the 9th inning. I'm going to suspect to close this one. I think you're going to see Goddardo come in. Ridley's an excellent pitcher. I don't think that was particularly his best game of work.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah,
he did
he
struggle.
walked too. Yeah.
It wasn't his best, but you know he's going to come back strong, and he's recognized by the league as an all-star. So there's going to be nights like you've talked about before, and sometimes baseball just goes like that for you, right, as a pitcher.
Well, I would say Goddardo's going to come in for sure if the Mavericks score. If the Mavericks don't score, Ridley might come out for the next inning. But we'll see.
Well, we got to do a little better than that. So good, so good, so good. Bum, bum, bum. There you go.
Cell phone lights are out. They're waving them with the music in the stands. Good crowd on hand tonight for a cool, chilly night. And the fans have stuck around for the majority of the part.
829? 829.
Announced crowd of 829. We were saying before the game, if it would have been a nice night, I would have expected to have seen double that tonight. Weather played havoc.
All right, fans, let's bring it home for these boys in red. Here we go. $829 of you, come on, loud and proud. So good, so good.
Sweet Caroline. Beauty.
All right, let's put your
Way
hands
to go,
together
Lanny.
for
Good job.
our leadoff
John
hitter,
Valesco
number 22,
batting,
John
leading off.
Valesco.
7, 8, and 9 hitters. Valesco, Strelchuk, and Walker.
For Valesco, it's a simple concept.
Better.
Well, he hit the ball hard last time. Pitcher made a great play on it. Hit it right up the middle, but pitcher gloved it. Threw him out at first.
Standings now.
Still,
Fastball in.
win tonight, we might be tied for fourth.
Our stats thing froze. Oops.
Double-barreled action in the prospects bullpen, of which we cannot see who's throwing down there.
No, right there. Edmonton 14 and 6.
One is wearing a jacket. The other one is a left-hander. Ooh, fastball high and in.
14 and 7.
Had a little bit of giddy up on that pitch. Valesco is 0 for 3 tonight. Come on, smile of yours. Get on base for us. Strelchuk on deck is 2 for 3, has 2 singles tonight.
What's that?
You're not leaving us already.
No, I'm going downstairs to the dogger area. So I guess I am leaving you, but
Pitch is high, slider misses.
Is it the crew?
Count is 2 and 1.
All right, Johnny.
I'd just like to grab someone for an interview if they win.
Need our leadoff hitter on here. Ooh, fastball blows it by, John. Count is 2 and 2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Low and away.
Looked pretty good.
I don't know if
Bando wanted that.
Gee, that looked like
So
a
did
good
the
pitch.
prospects. All wanted that. But the pitch is low and away. Full count. I think we're going to be seeing a fastball right here.
Doesn't swing at that pitch
Valesco
again.
does have 4 home runs, but he hasn't played for over a week. Here's the pitch, high and inside. Fastball misses. Lead off walk.
Explain how this is.
I think we're going to see a pinch runner here for Valesco. Yes, there is. Good job, Coach Vasillo.
Number 10. I'll get it.
10 is pinch running.
Want me to put him in there? What do you get? No, number 10.
I'm just a little bit worried our computers shut me up.
Number 10.
Now running is Colin Klingensmith from Duncan, Oklahoma.
Still check. Yeah, we have a problem over here. So
Klinger can run. We know that. Time is called.
this doesn't make sense.
They're going to be making a pitching change here. Strelchuk, left-handed hitter coming up. Left-handed pitcher coming in to face him. Klingensmith has 4 stolen bases this year. Good job by Jackson Bandow.
Yeah. 35 going in here for Edmonton. Come out.
Now pitching for the Edmonton Prospects is number 35, Hayden Dow from St. John, New Brunswick.
The leagues are just the provinces, right? Saskatchewan and Alberta.
What's that?
Leagues are just Saskatchewan and Alberta. Or divisions, right?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
So cold up here, my pen
For
froze.
changes, pitching change, brought to you live, Mr. Lou. Allen,
I'm just kidding, it's not that cold.
Left-handed reliever from St. John, New Brunswick, number 35, Hayden Dow.
This is Dow's 5th appearance. Has pitched 4 2/3 innings. He's walked 4, struck out 3, has a 0-0 one-loss record and an ERA of 9.6. In 4 2/3 innings, he's given up 9 hits and 9 runs. 5 of them are earned. Strelchuk is a great spray hitter. Waits back on the ball. I don't think this left on left is going to.
Strelchuk.
In fact, I might be looking for a bunt here. I think this is a good opportunity.
Third's playing the bunt.
Third baseman's playing in, middle infield's playing in. Squares around, pops it up, but it goes out of play. Strelchuk, Russ, you got to get the bat out earlier, and you got to get it down to first base. Third baseman is right in your kitchen.
Fans want to apologize experiencing any technical difficulties there. We've had some internet issues the last few games. Froze up on our end, so we couldn't give you up-to-date stats. You may not have heard Wayne or I'm not too sure. Either way, Wayne, update us on the situation. Valesco with the walk. Clinton and Smith on right now. What do the Mavericks got to do here?
Well, they got to get him to second. So Strelchuk is squared around twice to bunt. Squaring around again, pickoff play at first base. Smith gets back easily. Strelchuk did square around to bunt again. Here he is squaring around. Oh, pitches inside and fouls it off. He couldn't get away from it. Put the bat up in self-protection mode. Fouls it off, unfortunately. So there's now 2 strikes on him. The count is 1-2. Pitch is high.
A few
So
high pitch.
Strelchuk is not squaring around a bunt with 2 strikes. He does run well. Klingensmith runs well at first base. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Swings. Foul. Ticks. Out of the catcher's mitt. Wow, just got a piece of it. Just enough of it so the catcher, Gary, couldn't hang on to it. That pitch was up and in.
Get something here.
Strelchuk did have an opportunity to get the bunt down. Couldn't get it down. That pitch is low and away. Pitcher on the mound. Upset. Puts his glove to his mouth. A few church words going into his glove, I'm sure.
Thank you very much.
Just to wake his glove up.
OMG.
Thank you very much. Higher powered is what's going on here.
Full count. 3-2. Klingensmith getting a good lead at first. There's a ball hit. Foul to the first baseman.
Full count now for Russell Strelchuk.
When you look at that pitch before that was probably a strikeout pitch. He didn't call it a strikeout pitch. Your batter mind's thinking I better swing at anything that's close so I might get run up here, right?
So the question is, will Klingensmith be going on this pitch? He's getting a good lead at first base. Inching off more and more. He's not going. Ball hit up the middle to the shortstop. Over to second for 1. On to first. The throw is wild. Takes the first baseman off, but the second baseman was taken out hard by Klingensmith at second base and went down on the throw. Time is called. The coach from Edmonton is going to go out and ask for interference on that.
I didn't think there was anything dirty there at all.
No, he slid right into the base.
Yeah, and I thought that was good.
Yeah.
You know, cleats are up, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to go in.
Yeah, he slid hard.
Yeah.
He did make contact with the second baseman, but he was sliding straight into the base. So that'll be a fielder's choice. It'll be a 6-4 putout at second base for the first out.
Oh, does it?
trying to protect his player. Like
Now there will be a pinch runner.
pinch runner going in.
Tito Jones
going
going in for Russell Strelchuk.
So put him in here. School truck, pinch runner, number 11.
And there will be a pitching change. A right-hander coming in to face Taylor Wright. Lots of action going on here, folks. Tito Jones from Altus, Oklahoma. He can run.
That's okay. Let's go through now. Let's go. I don't know who's in there. What number? I didn't see what number. You see what number Wayne that is?
11.
No. On the mound.
No, I didn't see.
One. It's a 1.
18.
18.
And now pitching for
Scott Gillespie.
the Edmonton Prospects, number 18,
Guys, should we do tip giveaway now?
Scott Gillespie from Sherwood Park, Ontario. Just kidding you, Sherwood Park, Alberta.
All right, fans, make some noise. We got some old Dutch chips to give away here. Stand up, scream, holler, wave. Get their attention. They're going to throw some stuff away here. Old Dutch chip giveaway. Ready for a change? This pitching change brought to you by...
And Wayne, this game is starting to get a little ominous feel of flashbacks of what happened a few short weeks ago. You weren't there, but I'll bring you up to speed and I will set that damn tone. This game has that same feel right now as Scott Gillespie comes in here. His job is short and sweet. Tito Jones, the Mavericks, put on first base. No real surprise there. The guy can run. And with Freddie Walker here, you want to be able to get Freddie Walker on base, no outs, and let these guys move around and score a run, one of the two.
I was thinking ahead. I said he's coming in to face Taylor Wright. I was
The
thinking,
center fielder, number 7, Freddie Walker.
coming in to face Freddie Walker. Gillespie, this is his 8th appearance, has pitched 7 innings, has given up 15 hits in 7 innings, 6 walks, 6 strikeouts. So we know Tito can fly at first base. Let's see if they're going to get him in the second base now that they couldn't bunt him over. Tito getting a good lead. Pitch outside, called strike on the corner. Gary's got a good arm behind the plate. So Jones will have to steal off the pitcher, in my opinion.
Well said, Wayne.
Not much of a lead. Takes that he's going. Slider on the outside part, called strike. I think Tito is going to be going here.
And the audience to look for an
There he
Not going.
No.
Pitch high and inside.
Wait, I got a little impatient there. I thought Tito Jones convinced me he was going.
He's just getting a read on the pitcher yet. He's only had 3 pitches. Inching off a little bit more at first base. There he goes. Hit and run is on in the hole. Freddie Walker gets a single, and Tito Jones gets to third base on the hit and run.
Hit and run.
Wayne, and that's what the Mavericks are looking for. A nice piece of hitting from Freddie Walker. Clutch hitting from Freddie Walker. Walker hasn't been having the most memorable night at batting, but if he can get Freddie Walker home here, that's an opportunity, and they're going to be happy.
Well, the key on that was Tito Jones running on the play, and he pulled the second baseman over to the bag, and then the second baseman ball was hit right where he was standing, and he couldn't get back to make a play on it. So hit and run works to perfection. Runners, good speed on the corner. Freddie Walker is 17 for 17 in stolen bases. And we now have the top of the order up. Austin Soika coming to the plate. with one away. I'm a great fan of the bunt and run here.
Load the bases.
Well, that's not a bad idea, Wayne. With
You know,
one gone,
you
load
put
the
down
bases.
the squeeze bunt, score a run. You only need one run.
If anything, it gets him if they miss over too.
Well, yeah, you got Freddie Walker at second and a run in.
Well, that's gutsy, right? That's ballsy play.
No, it's a
Yeah, you know what? With Tito's Jones' speed on third base, all you have to do is get it in fair territory.
That's what you have to do.
There goes Walker off to second base. Fake throw. He's in easily. Stolen base.
And a
Freddie
nice
Walker
steal
had a
by
great
Freddie.
jump on that. So runners on second and third. I think they're going to intentionally walk Soika. I'm surprised that they don't. But we have a left-handed hitter in Garcia on deck. Infield is playing on the grass. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. Called strike. Count is 0-2.
And Wayne, this is a key moment in the game right here.
Yeah, any ball hit to the infielders. I think Tito is going to be going on contact. Pitch outside.
Soika thought about that one, Wayne.
Yeah,
Oh, how
that was a
diffi-
slider going away. The only thing you can do with that pitch is try to punch it over the drawn in infield on the right side. Hit
That's
it
right.
over to right field. Here's the pitch. Ball hit on the ground. Oh, Jones didn't go. Should have gone, but didn't.
But Wayne, they have bases loaded and they have an opportunity here.
A single for Stoika. Or Soika, sorry. Adding vowels and consonants to everybody's name.
Adding to
And Wayne, we're going to see a pitching change.
Yes, we will.
the hit the road jack.
Jones started to go on that, and then he
Then
stopped.
he stopped. Not something you typically see from Tito
No,
Jones,
not on a
Wayne.
contact play. Especially a ball hit a little bit to the side. You've got to read the ball down in the dirt on that. Anything down in the dirt, you're going if the contact play is on. Now, the contact play may not have been on. Just because I was saying it, he's probably going to go doesn't mean to say that the contact play was on.
That's right, Wayne.
So bases loaded, nobody away. Mavericks now have 8 hits. 2 in this inning. 2 hits and a walk in this inning. And we still haven't scored. And we had a leadoff walk. How does that happen? So the 5th pitcher for the Prospects, a right-hander coming into the game.
Can't get a good look at the number yet, Wayne. We need our young eyes up in the booth here to do his
Yeah.
job.
You need binoculars up here. Looks like about a 6'3" right-hander. He's got a goatee. Number 15. He's got a tattoo on his left arm. No, I'm just kidding you. I don't know if he has a tattoo. Brendan Owen.
I'm working on getting a tattoo pretty soon, Wayne, actually. Fun fact for the
Well,
viewers and you guys. We're getting a sleeve tattoo put together here, but it's going to hurt for sure.
Don't do it yourself. If you're working on it, let somebody else do it.
That's the Wayne. That was the plan.
Brendan Owens from Pearland, Texas. 6'1" right-hander. Yeah, they have people that do tattoos. This is his 7th appearance. Has pitched 7 2/3 innings. Has given up 9 hits, 8 runs. Has a 0-1 record with a 7.04 ERA. And we have got PJ Garcia up at the plate. Garcia has walked twice.
Garcia!
Has walked twice, has struck out. his only time this year. He struck out and then hit into a 4-6-3 double play his last at bat. Second baseman is playing way in the hole. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Ball one. Looks like Owens has good velocity on his pitch.
Suicide butt here.
Guy Lanigan calling for a suicide bunt.
Pitch low and away. The difficulty with a suicide bunt with a left-handed hitter is the pitcher is in his stretch. If they get wind of it, all the pitcher has to do is throw outside because the runner is going on the play. He throws it outside. The catcher's got Tito in a rundown. Yeah, left-handed hitter is a little bit more difficult. Not to say that you won't do it, but ball three in the dirt.
And this favors the Mavericks win.
Advantage,
Mavericks.
red. We want more than one run, though. We want about 3 here.
Crowd here,
I'm
we
getting
should
ahead
be-
of myself. Getting excited up here.
Relax.
Here's
Breathe.
the pitch. 3-0. Outside. Ball 4.
Well, Wayne, we'll take him
RBI.
any way we can get him. Don't you say that.
We'll take him ugly. RBI. Walk for Garcia.
And the Mavericks lead by 1. Difficult inning for Brendan Owens. A tough first 4 pitches, 4 balls. That's a tough start.
Well, and he's got trouble right ahead of him here. We got number 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up. And I think Taylor Wright.
Taylor Wright
Is ready to go.
I
He's
think
locked and loaded.
there can be some damage done here. And you know, out of those 4 balls, 2 of them were in the dirt. So we could get another ugly run here with a ball in the dirt.
And that'd
the
be fine.
backstop. Yep. Then I'm sure they'd walk right. Just a little bit late on that. Pitch was on the outer half, middle away. Wright is a very patient hitter. Just got going a little late on that. Left fielder's playing shallow.
We have a 50-50 winner.
But we've got good speed at third base. Change up. Nasty. Swung right through on that one. Count is 0-2. Okay, we've seen everything. Except the curveball.
John Godardo warming up in the bullpen. For the Mavericks.
Corners are playing in. Any ball hit to them, they'll be coming home. Middle infield is playing double play. Ground ball hit to them, they'll be turning it. Oh! Backdoor curveball. Called strike. Good pitch.
And a good bounce back for Brendan Owens after surrendering a run there. Owens. He gives his team a chance here, Wayne. But he's not done yet.
First baseman number
Yeah.
20, Sal Rodriguez.
Infielders are all playing back now. Curveball in there, called strike. It's got a nasty curveball. He's got velocity on it, and he's got a good sharp break on it. Can't give up on that pitch too soon.
No, you can't.
Ooh, foul.
Ouch,
Ooh,
ouch, ouch,
off,
ouch, ouch.
off the catcher, Geary. I don't know whether it got him in the foot. Looks like it got him in the foot.
Either way, it hurt him.
He's limping there. Umpire's going out to talk to the pitcher, give the catcher a little time to shake that off. A little professional courtesy shown by the umpire. And catchers do that when the umpires get hit too. They'll take their time. Make sure the umpires are okay. Count is 0-2 on Sal. Curveball gets Sal swinging to end the inning.
Mavericks
Mavericks
get
score
the
one
lead
run.
run here in the bottom of the 8th inning, a 3-2 lead going to the top of the 9th.
And Wayne, Brendan Owens showing some resiliency for the Mavericks, or rather, sorry, the Prospects, sorry, as he surrenders that one run on a base on balls.
Yeah.
But after that, he was able to bounce back and get 2 strikeouts.
Yeah, the damage had been done, but he limited the damage to 1 run with those 2 strikeouts. So the Mavericks score a 1 run on 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and leave the bases loaded.
So let's put those guys in. Tito Jones. So let's go to Meta Stats lineup. Meta Stats lineup. View home. So put Tito Jones in right field now.
Tito Jones is now playing right field for Russell Strilchuk. And Klingensmith came in. He's the DH, so he'll remain as the DH. So no other defensive changes by the Mavericks. On the mound now is John Godardo.
You get John Godardo in there. Ready for a change? This pitching change brought to you by Mr. Luke. Down mound for the Medicine Hat Mavericks. Right-handed reliever from the Butte, California. Number 26, John Godardo.
This is John's 7th appearance. He's thrown 5 1/3 innings. Has been plagued a little bit by the walk. He's given up 6 walks
Due up for the Edmonton Prospects.
and has struck out 5. Has an ERA of 8.43, but he also has 2 saves. He's arrived late, so he's still getting used to the league. Throws hard right-handed thrower. Number 9, 1 and 2 hitters up for the Prospects. First pitch in there, called strike to Pierce Blahovic. Blahovic is 0 for 1 tonight, or 0 for 2. Tried to bunt his last plate appearance. Late on that pitch. Fastball on the outer half. Strike 2.
2 good pitches from Godardo.
I don't think we have to change anything here. Just keep throwing fastballs. He's late on everything.
Does he look for a change up here? Or he's just
No,
gonna go
you
right
got to
in?
throw fastballs here.
Didn't miss by much there.
Pitcher has choked up, or the hitter has choked up on the bat, but you still got to let him beat you with your fastball. What you don't want to do is speed up his bat and throw him a curveball here. Not in my opinion. Here's the pitch. Fastball gets away, low and outside. Tried to overthrow that one. He doesn't have to throw harder. He's got lots of speed. He doesn't need a strikeout here. He just needs this guy to put the ball in play, because chances are he's going to pop it up. Right fielder is playing shallow. So is center fielder Freddie Walker. Freddie's shading him to right center, not expecting him to turn on it. Fastball, tags him, goes around on the pitch, gets him for the first out. Good call, Colton Wright. Stuck with a fastball. Top of the order, Brendan Luther now batting. Luther is 0 for 3. Has 2 balls hit back to the pitcher, a ground ball to the shortstop, and he walked his last plate appearance. Runs well. Garcia's playing very deep. He's on the grass at shortstop. Colton Wright playing in on the grass at third base, expecting, and taking away the bunt.
Taylor Wright went over there.
Taylor Wright, sorry. Thank you. Taking away the bunt. Prospects like to use their team speed, and they do have good team
They
speed.
do have an abundance of that. And they have. You want to. Wayne, I think the goal here is you don't want to let Travis Hunt get up to bat.
Right. That pitch is low and away. Yeah, you want to keep away from the meat of their order. So if you can get the first two guys out, you're going to be in a good position. Count is 1-1. Here's the pitch. Ooh, bounce, hit right, I think on the arm. Didn't hit his chest protector or his mask. I think it went off his left arm. Yeah, he's shaking his left arm.
That was a foul ball.
No, that was a ball in the dirt. It went off Colton Wright's arm. Umpire cleaning the plate, giving Colton a little chance to collect himself. Count is 2-1. Keep it in the zone, John. Good things are going to happen for you out there. Fastball away. Count is 3-1. He's got some giddy up on his fastball.
As mentioned, Gallardo can throw around a confirmed 96 miles an hour.
Fastball out away, walks him. Yeah, you can throw 96, but if you can't throw strikes,
Then it doesn't matter, as
It
we've
don't
talked
matter how
about.
hard
No,
you
we've
throw.
talked
This
about
guy
that.
struggled. He's so slow. Number 4, Tyler Masculine.
Mascal struggled tonight, 0 for 3 in tonight's game, and I think Gallardo's got to show him, make him hit something that puts a double play ball in action.
always late on that fastball. Maskell's batting .221. Luther from Etobicoke, Ontario, is 6 for 6 in stolen bases at first. I think Gallardo's got to throw over there a couple of times just to make sure he's thinking about not stealing. Ooh, that pitch is high, gets away from Colton. I don't know where they got crossed up on the signals there. Colton reacted very late on that. I think he was expecting an off-speed pitch or a curveball, and it was a fastball high. However,
Wild pitch nonetheless.
well, yeah,
Yeah, it is.
I'm not sure if it's a wild pitch or a pass ball, because why would you be calling a curveball or an
curveball at that
off-speed pitch
Yeah, right.
to this guy who
No,
is
it's-
terribly
who's having-
late on the first pitch?
And who hasn't had a good night tonight so far.
Well, especially against Gallardo, who throws so hard. So the count is 1-1. There's a slider. I think that might have been the call on the last pitch was a slider, and he just got messed up on it. I think Gallardo threw a fastball. Wright called it a slider. There's a called strike. Another slider. Good call by Wright. Strikeout.
And Wayne, which will bring to the plate number 49, Travis Hunt. I said a few seconds ago the Mavericks didn't want to get him up here, but pitcher versus batter right now.
Well,
It's a duel.
you know,
Who's gonna win it?
yeah, you can't give in to him.
You can't.
You got to challenge
one way or
him.
the other.
Yeah, challenge him. Even the best hitters go out 6 or 7 out of 10 times at the plate. So he's one of the best hitters. Chances of him going out are pretty good. Pitch
On
looked
the
like it was outside.
Yeah, I was going to say that was
Slider.
outside as well.
Yeah, slider called strike. Runner on second base with good speed. A single will score him. Rat Eye trying to hold him on at second base, but there's a huge hole between first and second. Here's the pitch. Oh, Hunt was going hunting on that one.
Hunt was hunting,
He was going yard.
and he was the hunted. Not
What's
bad.
your fastball versus bat speed?
What do you call here, Lanny? What pitch? He just blew a fastball by him.
Well, if he's seeing fastball, I would throw a nice little off speed.
You'd throw him an off speed.
And something stupid. Not in the zone.
Fastball high.
That one looks like it got away on Goddardo a little bit, Wayne.
Well, it's good that it gets away out of the strike zone. You don't want it to get away down the middle,
Down the
and
middle.
Hunt turns on it, and all of a sudden it's a 4-3 ball game.
See if we can jam him.
I'd throw him a slider here. Blowing away. Mind you, you got the hole on the right side. There's a fastball outside.
Nice grab by Colton Wright to avoid
Yeah.
letting that runner advance.
We're paying a lot of attention to the runner on second base, and we're giving up a big hole on the right side. Mind you, Hunt, I'm expecting as a pull hitter, although his last at-bat, 2 of his at-bats, he's hit it to the right side tonight. Grounded out to the first baseman. Count is 2-2. Here's the pitch.
Fastball, and John Goddardo and the Mavericks win it.
Beauty.
5-game winning streak intact. Look at the win here.
The Mavericks extend their winning streak to 5 games thanks to John Goddardo.
What a great game here.
And a big win for the Mavericks. Parents, families, everybody's got to be happy, Wayne. That was a playoff implication game, and the Mavericks were able to get this game done. A long game, a long battle, a really long game tonight, actually. But ultimately, they get the win here tonight, and salute the fans, all that good stuff. Wayne Goddardo hangs in there. We were just talking about him versus Hunt. He caught him swinging.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was just saying, the presence of Goddardo and what he's able to do, he's so effective.
I was impressed with both teams and the pitching tonight. I thought Ponticelli threw a very good game.
And then it's the All-Star
You know,
break.
he went 5 2/3 innings and only gave up
Number 30,
the 5 hits in the game. So I thought he did a great job of on the mound starting. And Goddardo, of course, coming in, he was able to mop up with 3 strikeouts. So you're right, big win. Puts us into a good position here now with the prospects in Fort McMurray. I'm not sure where we are in the standings, but if I'm not mistaken, we're at least tied with.
I think we jump ahead. They're 14 and 16 right now, so 14 and 17. We're 14 and 16.
Right.
I think that puts us on a win percentage higher.
Yeah, that's right. We'd be a half a game ahead of Edmonton right now. So we're in 4th place right now, and
The Mavericks have done a
We're
good
on our way
job of, we're on our way back. You know, Wayne, that losing streak, it put them down in the dumps, and they're doing their best to erase it, Wayne, and they're doing a good job of it.
well, I was talking with the coach the other day, and I thought if we can get to be 20 and 20, this is before Yorkton came into play. If we could, after 40 games, be 20 and 20, we'd be in a good position.
We'd be in a good
Right-
position.
Right now, I'm thinking that if we can be 22 and 18,
That's even better.
it would be even better, but that would mean we'd have to win 8 and lose 2 out of our next 10 games. And that might be hard, but 6 and 4 is more realistic, and that would put us at 20 and 20 after 4 games.
Wayne, a couple key notes to think about on this game. It wasn't the Mavericks' traditional batters that really did the damage tonight. You know, it was a team win, but Freddie Walker, put that ball in, he had that hit, and that ultimately was able to generate a run for the Mavericks and generate the win. It wasn't the typical guys, and you know what? When teams got to go on winning streaks and become successful, you got to win as a team. It can't be those same guys all the time.
Well, I like the strategy of the hit and run being put on at that particular time, because Tito Jones was running, and that pulled the second baseman out of position, which allowed Freddie to hit the ball into the hole. So I thought it was a good job of coaching, bringing in Klingensmith to run for Valesco, bringing in Tito Jones to run for Strilchuk. All of those moves paid off, and I thought they were good moves. I thought the pitching staff was used well tonight.
I thought I like that. They used more than one guy. I like that.
Right,
I think they got the edge in that category. I also thought, I got to give credit, I thought Matthew Erickson for the Edmonton Prospects gave his team a good opportunity to win tonight. I think he did a good job.
He did. I thought he pitched very well. As I said, I thought I was impressed with both teams pitching. I really like the fact that we didn't overuse any of our pitchers tonight. I think that Ponticelli gave us a great effort, 5 2/3 innings, but nobody else went more than an inning and a third. So our pitching's lining up really well for a good stretch here. And that's the key again. I always come back to this pitching, and we've been getting good pitching. Last night, Cervantes throws a complete game in Swift Current for the win. And let's hope they can keep it up. This is exciting to watch these games now.
No, it's exciting to watch indeed. The Mavericks extend their win streak from 4 to 5. Mavericks head to Swift Current tomorrow night, Wayne, to go for a rematch and look for a similar outcome. What are you expecting from the Mavericks heading back to Swift Current tomorrow, knowing that they beat them, I'm going to say fairly convincingly? Do you think they're confident heading into that game, or do you have to go in and treat it like you're still hungry for wins like that, playing desperate per se?
I think both. I think your confidence builds with each game that you continue your winning streak. But you also got to play desperate in the fact that you can't take anybody for granted. You still have to go up there and have quality at-bats. Just because you beat Swift Current last night 8-2 doesn't mean to say that they're going to roll over and play dead. They're fighting for first place in the East Division. They're in third place, but they're only 3 or 4 games out of first place. So every game that Mavericks play is going to be competitive.
In a playoff-like atmosphere.
Go in there hungry, but go in there confident. You know right now you have a good team. Your team's playing the best it has all year. And you just got to keep going with that.
And keep that momentum going. Well, that'll just about wrap things up for us on this post-game edition. Again, we thank all of you for listening through the technical difficulties. If there are any calibration issues, we were experiencing a few. Ryan McKay, as always, for my broadcast partner, Wayne Slosher, and a voice far away, Guy Lanigan, we appreciate you all tuning in, and we will see you again next time.
Yes, and happy 4th of July again to all of our American listeners and followers and parents. See you next time around. I won't be here for the next game, but my buddies up here will be.
So we'll get you through it. Good night, everybody.